101. Today, we're going to be going over a very important subject, XXX Heyman 420. In 2012, he had a 4K 1D clip that really was overly edited by an equally talented friend. Now accumulating only, and I mean only, 1,372 views over 8 years. The taste of success that followed led to the creation of the monster that we now know as the Movie Fragger.
Clip it, baby. This one is going viral. Top 3 Reddit easy. Zai Wu, Zai Whom, or like it. Check out this shit.
Oh, don't you worry, Movie Fragger. We are definitely watching. In fact, we'll just start on the appearance. We'll note that the cap is backwards, albeit he doesn't have a headset on, but don't let that sway you from the idea that this guy means business. Oh, is it serious business?
Yeah, we can edit that out. It's all right.
Some general traits about the gameplay can be observed, such as the famous buy an op and then use the deagle. Take this example. Where an ordinary player may see this round win as a certainty, the Movie Fragger sees it as opportunity.
Can't blame me for that one, boys. It would have been sick, right?
You are dog shit.
Everything he does is for Reddit. Everything he does is for the comments, for the likes. It's all about the endorphins and everything that he gets from the moment he wakes up in the morning.
Become a beat. I'm going for the cold, boys. I'm going for the cold zero. Oof, that's close. Oof, that's really close. Oh, that's so close. I'm so close. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was incredible. Oh.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City. Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
As the back-to-school bells beckon for EPL Season 16, class is already well and truly in session. And you would expect nothing less than stellar attendance. Not with an $835,000 prize pool and a spot at the legendary IM Katowice on the line. Up first on the agenda, Group A, where only 3 of 6 teams would graduate to the EPL playoffs. Let's take a trip down memory lane to see exactly how it went down. During the first day of the tournament, Na'Vi hit the ground running. And as one of the 3 certainties in life, so did Simple, as they banished Team Spirit.
Off in this spot, there's Young is found. Chopper takes him down, and Simple needs at least 2 here. Finds the first, and Pat.
Time for this. Surely not just another individual round to win this one. And Simple, maybe he's not done just yet. That's going to be the 4th.
When everything went to plan for Apex and his crew, it was time to check if our analysts hit the nail on the head with their CSGO hub picks. And boy, did Roy prove them wrong.
Responses here, the double push. Roy catches S-Attack, poor guy, as Roy again finds a double.
Roy trying to get out and get stuck in through Monster. Roy's going to farm him up. And yeah, man, did y'all actually think NIP were going to get around just there?
He was instrumental in helping Fnatic claim both maps 16-4 to call it a day. Day number 2, and both Na'Vi and Team Spirit would secure 3 points. ZywOo also cast a Dark Cloud over NIP with a formidable 1.47 rating.
And Heaven flying from Hampus should seal the deal. ZywOo's dropped the bomb. Hampus now having to make noise going up the ladder. ZywOo on his way to the clutch! Oh my word, 1v3!
Nearing the halfway point of the group, Endpoint were the ones to flip us into the upside down on day 3. They'd be facing the Titans of Na'Vi, but a monstrous performance from Nerds and Crucial proved you should never underestimate the underdog.
Surreal taken down, Nerds needs a couple, we know he's good for it. That could do nicely, Chad, he gets a triple. 7 seconds remain, so allows Nerds to reposition. What a player this guy is. Shot, Mighty Max this time drops. Crucial has to go for 2, he knows he's lost long. Nails it.
Huge.
Stay alive now. Oh, go one better and take them all down. A quad kill for Crucial, just when they needed to stay alive here. One missed shot, Chad. It could have been...
Spoiler alert, this would be the only victory they claim in the group, but nevertheless an outstanding result over who many would have regarded to be the group frontrunners. Meanwhile, the Ninjas once again failed to handle the pressure. Unable to post double digits on a single map, it was a clean 2-0 and an A+ for Spirit.
That's all he needs, a look, a scope, a kill, that's it. 16-7, a goal.
As you could guess, NIP badly needed a win. And fortunately, their fate was about to change, as both Berlin and Reds proved their star-studded status versus Endpoint, keeping hope alive with a chance of progressing to the next stage. Since Fnatic won their duel versus Spirit, deciphering who might secure the spot was one heck of a brain teaser. Nevertheless, the clash of Goliaths was just around the corner. Despite Bit stepping up his game significantly,
Bit still winning fight after fight. They're finally playing into his bomb site, and now it's his turn to lay down the law. Bit with 3. This is his moment, and there's the 4th to seal the deal.
the French org would outlast Na'Vi in a 3-map affair, guaranteeing a first-place finish in Group A.
With the swing, he's gone, and Vitality, they top the group.
During the last day, Na'Vi were truly teetering on the edge, and losing against NIP did not help their situation much either.
Is getting ever closer.
But the sigh of relief came when they found out both Fnatic and Vitality had won their games.
Outside of alley entrance, and that gives ZywOo the perfect window to make it 2 and 3. Sirens down, wonderful.
Thus making Na'Vi the first team ever to make it to the playoffs with a 2-3 win record. So that will be all for Group A. But the action is nowhere near over yet, as Group B is just around the corner.
Trace, that's a wonderful pin. Don't tell me. Clone 2016 limited edition? It looks so soft.
Your compliment was sufficient, Hugo.
Hey, Harry. Nice pin. How the hell are you?
Chad has mistaken me for this dickhead Harry, which seems logical because he also works for ESL and I cast with him regularly. Harry and I also go to the same barber, although I have a slightly better haircut.
Chad, congratulations, man. I saw the reports. Titan game went well.
Thanks,
yeah, great stuff. ESCA tonight?
No can do. Got an 830 res with the pros, man. Trying out a new crosshair, though. I'll swing it over.
New crosshair. What do you think?
That's very nice. Look at that.
Gave it a go yesterday. 1 on the thickness, 0 on the dot, and 1 on the outline. It's great for visibility.
That's very cool, Stunner, but that's nothing. Look at this. Daring yellow, thin outline. What do you think?
Nice.
Jesus. How did a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
I cannot believe that Machine prefers Rush's crosshair to mine.
But wait, you ain't seen nothing yet. Check out this bad boy. Statement red, almost a statement in itself. Dot, for that pinpoint precision. And let's not forget a little bit of girth. Goes a long way.
Impressive. It's nice, it really is. Now let's see Chad's crosshair. Look at that subtle neon coloring. The tasteful thickness of it, oh my God. The gap is perfect.
Something wrong? Stunner? You're sweating.
So with Group B, if FaZe and G2 show up in good form, it's going to become a battle for 3rd place. And among the remaining teams, there's not going to be a lot of room for mistakes. It's very, very slim margins here. Assuming that the 2 big favorites of Group B show up looking good, it really will be a hotly contested battle to see who gets that last remaining slot.
FaZe Clan have had an incredible year, it has to be said. A team not known for their consistency throughout the years, lots of lineup changes, but finally this is the roster that seems like it's going to be worth its weight in gold. Picking up 4 major trophies this year, including the major itself. They're looking red hot and presumably going to continue that form going into season 16 of Pro League.
G2 as a team have always had pretty much all the pieces to be a title contender. They have a fast, flashy Orpa and Monacy. They have 2 of the best rifling talents in the game who just so happen to be cousins. And then they have, as of now, this really nice, complete supportive element in JKS. It's going to be interesting to see if Hooksy can get back to the kind of form we knew from Copenhagen Flames. I think that's
And ayun, hello and welcome back to the official Filipino Broadcasting ESL Pro League Season 16. Ako nga pala si Sneak Frog, kasama ko si Ventus bago namin pag-usapan ang ating game that is underhand. Of course, papasalamatan namin ang rivalry.com/WXC for up to $200 deposit bonus, or kung Filipino ka, I think it's 10,500 na yata yung according to our exchange rate. And ayun nga, kung gusto nyo mag-bet dito sa ESL Pro League Season 16, make sure to bet on the best betting website in the world, which is rivalry.com, of course. And if magbe-bet kayo, then why not bet dito sa ating match? If matapang ka, magbe-bet ka sa FTW. Kung if you're gonna play it safe, then bet ka dito sa Outsiders, of course. Yun nga yung matches natin ngayon. Ventus, naman, Outsiders. Unfortunate, wala pa silang orga, to say the least, considering ang ganda ng lineup that they have in their hands. Norbert, James, of course, the legend. Kickert, Flit, and itong si Fame. I think si Fame at si Norbert yung dalawang bago dito sa ating lineup, coming from K23, a stack of Russian CS players, pero kalaban nila ngayon ang Portuguese stack, ang FTW, rank world 53, si Aros 12, Agil de Diaz, Stadodo, and KST, who really did not have a fun time nung kalaban nila yung FaZe Clan, pare.
Yep, tama nga dyan. And looking at the map picks for this series, we will be having Vertigo for map number 1, and for the map number 2, it will be Dust 2, and that is picked by Outsiders. So FTW pick the Vertigo, and for the decider map, it's going to be Inferno. So medyo delikado to pag dumating pa tayo sa map 3 for the FTW. So as much as possible, you want to end this series as early as you can, dahil this is the Outsiders we're talking about. This is the strong team, and kaya sabi ni Sneaky, we're still wondering bakit wala pa ring tier 1 org or some orgs na nagpipick up for these players natin. Pero map number 1 natin, win rate percentage natin ng both teams, they both have 50% win rate. For the FTW, they have played this map 8 times. And for the Outsiders naman, they have played this one 6 times. So in terms of experience, lamang lang ng very, very slight yung FTW natin. Pero we'll see if they can do something about the Outsiders squad natin.
Yep, I think Outsiders, yung dalawang roster change na ginawa nila, I think Norbert and Fame are really good players galing dito sa K23, so that's really good pickups galing sa side nila. Pero yung nawala rin kasi na players napakagaling rin, no, to say the least. I think yung nawala dito sa roster nila, if I'm not mistaken, si Yekindar, and yung boss natin na si I think it was itong si Buster, long time Kazakhstani player, and parang hindi naman captain type player, no, kasi captain sa team na to is James, pero parang siya yung veteran presence para sa kanyang team. So will this be a new take dito sa Outsiders, no, or magiging pareho lang ba sila, the classic Outsiders, passive until win, siguro yung style na pwedeng kong tawagin sa kanila. And FTW, di pa natin nakikita yung the entirety ng playstyle dito ng FTW, kasi nga tinurog sila ng FaZe. Let's not beat around the bush here. So, baka ngayon makikita na natin ang tunay na playstyle dito ng FTW. No? Vertigo, of course, a lot more experience dito sa map compared dun sa last series natin. So, maybe this could be a different take para dito sa FTW.
Yep, possibly, since there's a chance talaga na mga siguro sila at least one para sa against Outsiders, pero I think yun talaga yung pinaka maximum if ever. Pero let's take a look dito sa ating pistol round number 1 tayo. Looks like it's gonna be the A hit. Oh my goodness, what a flick from Flit. We'll take down one agad dito. We'll get the second frag as well now. 3v3 situation, 1-for-1 trade, 2-for-2 trade, and KST now holding towards the side air natin. Kaso mga KST, what a pick coming from this guy getting that Norbert. Pero now, 2v2 situation, bombs getting planted towards this A site. Kailangan nilang kumuha ng magandang post plant. Oh my goodness, what a pick from the Diaz. Just like that, Kicker goes down. It's all up to Fame, and narinig na nila yung footsteps. Kuya mo Fame dito, kaso nga lang, oh my goodness, what a clutch coming in from this guy.
Grabe naman yun. That was an elevated angle rin galing dito kay KST. They're gonna be super happy about that. And I think yung A-play nila ma-adjust ng onte. I think they're gonna do that a bit faster. Kasi nga, nakapasok na yung mga ibang players dito, and itong si Flit is going for the 2 players dito sa may ramp. They're already trying to take the site itself. And napakadaming members dito ng Outsiders actually fell, but thank you to Fame, the new player para dito sa side ng Outsiders, saving the first round para sa kanyang team. That means Outsiders, SMGs, FAMAS, M4 para dito kay Flit at kay James. So malaking upgrade gagawin nila dito. Pero force buy para sa FTW. Is this the right time?
Understandable na nag-force buy ating FTW this time around since they got the bomb plant and ang dami rin lang napitas na players ng Outsiders. So there's a chance talaga na sasabay nila itong buy ng Outsiders coming into the second round. Pero look at this, Fame will be able to get one and Aros 12 goes down just like that. Now, it's all up to the remaining 4 players ng FTW natin to go for this play. Kaso nga ng Fame and Fleet just denying the entry for these FTW players natin. And now Stadodo with his elevated angle natin. He's +1 and the Diaz. Oh my goodness, the run and gun spray down is not gonna work out for him dahil Kikert will be able to take him down. And with that, another run tayo for the Outsiders. Clean 2-0.
Damn. Yun nga, luck is not on the side of FTW. Kikert, not even a single bullet sa kanyang katawan. 100 HP is maintained para sa kanya. And a great start para dito sa Outsiders, catching yung force by. I think tama yung ginawa dito ni Jame at ni Flit, no? Forcing up those M4s para pagdating sa mga SMG plays ay mahihirapan ang FTW when it comes to that bit of distance, and mapapaikaw pa nga sila going into the third round. So free 3-0 basically para dito sa Outsiders so far sa Vertigo.
Yep, and this is on their city side. So far so good ang pinapakita ng ating Outsiders. Pero madadamage pa nga Eros si Kuya mo James. Oh my goodness, a spray down from Freight will be able to take down 2 players. Will take down 3. Napatagal yung pag-trade. Pero so far, it's all up to Stadodo to try to flash this one out and possibly get an economy damage for the Outsiders. Pero we'll see Stadodo now lurking up towards the scaffolding area natin. He will be up against the last remaining 4 players. Outsiders, pero this is a good hold. And I think he gets spotted down. Gonna do it up dito. And wide swing from Norbert is gonna do it.
Yep. Upgrade rin para dito kay James. Instead of the Mac 10, mababalik sa kanya ang M4A1S Flit. Crazy spray control galing sa kanya na nakuha niya pa yung 2 players dito sa my cons. Pero yun nga, I mean, that just improved yung buy dito ng Outsiders. No more SMGs to be found sa kanilang mga kamay. Fame with the Galil, pero serviceable naman yan compared to the FAMAS. Of course, 10 more bullets pagdating sa baril na yun. Pero FTW, full AKs para naman sa side nila. We've seen them have some good rifle rounds pare, pero hindi lang nila natatapos kasi nga, you know, nauubos sila bago makapasok. If they plant, then retake sila agad. So, tignan natin.
Yep, we'll see. And if FTW loses this gun round, mukha itong makapasave na naman sila. This time around, wala pa rin silang pera whatsoever. Pero this time around, they opted out to go for this slow play, slow push. So that's gonna be a good flash coming for Kikert. And he gets spotted down dito. And the spray dance, bro. Oh my goodness, Split will be able to take ng Aros 12 as well. And konti-konti na nalagas agad yung players ng FTW. Mukha itong it's gonna be an early map number 1 tayo for outside. Pero hindi pa kasi nag-iinit yung players nating FTW. Tignan mo naman, tatlo, actually 2 sa kanila still have 0 frags on the board.
I mean, nakita na natin. I mean, Stadodo can go crazy. The Diaz especially. Pag nakahanap siya ng isang odd na timing dito, pwede siya makakuha ng opportunity para sa kanyang team. Aros 12. We've seen him from time to time as well. Stadodo, of course, the op master. Lagi siya may op. Pero ngayon, wala naman siyang op this time.
Oh, Quickert from behind will be able to do one just like the Stadodo goes down and may trade naman para kay Kuya mo kay ST. Pero medyo nag-whiff lang yung kanyang pag-pick off sa second frag sana doon. Pero oh my goodness, Jim will be able to do KST now. It's all up to Agile. 1v4 situation. He only needs to get at least one. Kaso nga lang, it's not gonna be enough. Norbert somehow managed to get out alive with 6 HP remaining against the FAMAS. Actually, against the AK.
Mainit si Flit this game actually. He's been, I wouldn't say doing most of the frags doon surrounding him, but still damage has been done galing sa kanya. He is that forward player para sa kanyang team, which was, I think yung role dati ni Kinder, no, was that player. Kasama niya kasi Buster dito sa cons. Instead, si Flit lang mag-isa most of the time para dito sa Outsiders just to get that damage. And so far, gumagana naman to para dito sa Outsiders. And FTW. Nako, same story. Doon sa first series natin, stuck na naman sila in a scoreland that they don't want to be in. 0 dito sa 4. But at least meron na silang max loss bonus dito. So half-buy is gonna come more often towards their way. And maybe an op para dito kay Stododo to stop that first player coming in dito sa may A main area natin.
Yep, pero we'll see what kind of damage can they do against the Outsiders since they only have the Tech 9s, P250s, and the Deagles. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if how can FTW make a comeback against Outsiders this time around. Tingnan mo naman, bangas-bangas kagad yung buhay na dito and dalawa agad yung lalagay sa kanila and it's all up to James. He can go for this easy 3 kill actually with his M4. Pero the persistence from FTW and the check is there from Kikert and James as well. And now it's all up to Aros 12. Konti-konti na lang siya shutdown. Yung moralidad na itong FTW with a clean 5-0. And there's no sign of stopping for the Outsiders.
Yun nga, their more favorable side dito sa Vertigo, which is that city side. Even si Jame, nakikip in na rin dito sa cons area natin in terms of that A-ramp defense, providing more pressure para sa kanyang team, who's the usual anchor para sa kanyang team, no? Pero I think yung confidence dito ng Outsiders is increasing round win by round win. Kaya umaangat na rin yung mga ibang players dito to provide that pressure. Could be something para dito sa FTW, no, to take advantage on. Baka makagawa sila ng early flash play dito sa may ramp and baka maka-catch out sila ng isang player dito sa cons all the way pushed up. But ngayon, Outsiders with the control, hindi sila masyadong angat dito sa A. Instead, mid naman yung focus nila.
Yep. And it's gonna be a 3-2 setup coming for the side of Outsiders. Pero konti-konti na rin nilang nababangasan yung buhay na ito ni Kiko at ni Fame with that random spray towards this A ramp area. And now Aros 12 with the help of Agility natin if they can do something about this B site attempt. Since ang ganda rin ng hinahold na angles ng players netong ating Outsiders. Pero that's gonna be the smoke towards this towards this ramp area. Pero Fame, pwede niya makot-offward yung at least 2 players dito ng ating FTW. And the spray down and a good read coming for Fame. What a spray. And just like that, konti-konti na kanilang nilalag sa players ng FTW. And I'm not sure how is FTW losing this battle towards this B-stairs area natin. Parang hindi nila alam yung kanilang gagawin.
What a god guess galing dito kay Fame, man. Dun sa may wooden frame. We might as well, right? Habang nandun ka na sa site. Stododo. Nako. I don't think this man will have the opre. Oh, maybe.
For your flank. Tingnan natin. Nandito na rin. Oh, that's very, very unfortunate. A good rin na sana doon. Kaso nga lang, the angle. Kailangan pa niyang bumaba.
So how quick yung pag-drop dito ng M4 just to get that off. Jame has it in his sights, my friend, and he's gonna save that one if the situation is not right para sa kanyang team. Great nade papasok dito, but a better guess para kay Fame dito kay Aros 12. But that flash galing kay Jame, bulag lahat ng players. That was a pop flash right at the top of the entrance. Not just that, naglanding pa nga yung Molotov. Nag-stuck yung dalawang players dito sa corner. Hindi sila makagalaw. And they both burned down in one molly, my friend. 6-0 para dito sa Outsiders. And actually, hindi nila pinick up yung op dito. So, they want to stick to the rifles dito sa may city side nila. This is not what you see often galing dito sa Outsiders, no? Usually, main focus nila is to try and get that op kay James super early dito sa game natin. But I think James just said, okay, mainit pa naman tayo with the M4s. Might as well ituloy na lang natin yung city side na gumagana as of the moment.
Yep. And looks like it's going to be the hero buy for Agil with a Khalil. And the rest players ng ating FTW will only have the upgraded pistols, Tech 9s, and the Deagles with some utilities. Pero I'm not sure if they can do something about the gun power of the Outsiders. Oh my goodness, that nade.
My god, these nades.
Salong-salo ito. The utility usage ng ating Outsiders is just too much to handle for the FTW players. And Fame just holding this B stairs area on his own. It's all up to Stadodo and KST, and Stadodo somehow managed to take on Fame with this Tech 9. Pero bomb drop towards this B stairs natin. Pero boost will be up to natin if they can do something with this boost. Tech 9, I'm not sure if it's gonna be in his favor.
Oh
the
my
nade.
god.
Stadodo goes down, and now it's all up to KST. Nope.
Jesus.
Outsiders just dominating FTW.
Parang as soon as they hear a single step dito sa my stairs, there's gonna be a nade flying immediately. Galing dito sa side ng Outsiders. Grabe naman yun, Norbert. Just punishing itong FTW for making a single noise dito sa my stairs area natin. And that stairs is metal, my friend. That's gonna clang really, really loud. Not just that, they know exactly what play that they're gonna go for dito sa my stairs area natin. Great use of the nades galing dito sa Outsiders. It's really oppressive galing sa side nila.
And looks like AWP will be out again in the hands of Stadodo. Pero the utility usage talaga netong Outsiders natin is just on point and very precise. Utility usage battle, luging-luging nating FTW, and that is the reason why they are losing this map number 1 natin. The kicker with that spray transfer, oh my goodness, will be able to take down 2 players. And now it's all up to Stadodo again with his AWP. And as soon as he misses it, he gives up.
Grabe naman. FTW can't play Counter-Strike dito sa Vertigo, pare. Kita mo naman, you're an A main. Oh, nag-smoke mo yung molly. Ito yung flash galing kay James. Flit's gonna peek you. Namatay si Flit. Kicker's already there dito sa by cons area. Grabe naman. It's just a pure confidence. Not just that, pre. Yung isang player, Fame, already walked up all the way dito sa may B-ramp area. Well, hindi talaga makagalaw yung FTW. It's like naka-chokehold sila dito sa Vertigo. And they're just waiting for FTW to tap out dito sa game na to.
And very tilting first game for the FTW. Tingnan mo naman, 8-0. Just Flit doing some Flit damage toward this ramp air natin. And grabe yung utility usage talaga ng ating Outsiders. Walang magawa. FTW parang time and time. Oh my goodness, what a flick shot coming in from Flit. Will he get the 4th one? Pwede pa naman kuha yung 4th actually. Kaso tamang tap lang to the head of Stadodo. And with that, FTW still 0 on the board. Outsiders 9-0.
They're even barely calling. Dito sa side ng Outsiders, this is tough for FTW. This is tough to watch, to be honest. Kasi kahit anong gawin talaga ng FTW dito sa ramp, I mean, there's a single noise na lalabas lang galing sa kahit anong player. A single step, an immediate flash galing dito kay James, an immediate peek galing dito kay Flit. Not just that, iniisip nila kung lalabas pa si Kickert dito sa my con side. A lot to think about para dito sa FTW, and a clean 9-0 para dito sa Outsiders. 10K for each player. So, in terms of the economy, I mean, Outsiders, they're pretty comfortable for the rest of the half para dito sa ating game. Para naman sa FTW, they're still yet to collect around. Nagpa-catch up pa sila dito.
Oh, finally, Agile finds the opening kill, and they need to capitalize this man advantage dahil they need a round win against Outsiders. Tignan mo naman, still 0 on the board. Wala pa rin silang maisagot sa dominance performance na ipinapakita ng ating Outsiders. Pero so far, kailangan nilang alagaan yung kanilang man advantage. Dahil masyadong, oh my goodness, the pick from Arus 12 will be able to kicker all the way to the spawn area. And now, Norbert, now po, getting tagged, getting sprayed down towards this rafters area. Oh my goodness! Very unfortunate.
Ay. Ano ba yan? Nakikita na naman natin to, Boss Jack. Nahuhulog na naman sa Vertigo, my friend. And ayun na naman, another victim of the 52nd floor incident, pare. Nako po. Mapapasave na lang si James dito. What can you do? And you know, I was waiting for FTW to make that type of play, no? Dito sa ating map. Yung like, okay, guys, we have nothing to lose. Push na lang natin tong mid. Push tayo all the way to CT. Then ma-smoke na lang natin yung right side ng A. And just try to go for some risky stuff. And finally, working out in their favor. Hindi lang yun, Norbert. Nahulog nga dito sa ating site and could not defend from the first floor if your legs are broken. And Jame, yun na nga. Classic Jame time. Galing sa kanya. Not an op, but an AK this time. Pero I think hindi masyado problema para dito sa Outsiders. They have plenty of money para bumili sa ating next round. Is Jame gonna op? Yun yung tunay na tanong dito sa Outsiders.
I don't think he needs to go for this off. Pero as long as nag-work out yung kanilang mga rifles dito, there's no reason to change your strat or to change your weapon dahil kailangan mo lang abangan yung rush play nitong ating FTW. And napansin ko lang, rush sila ng rush. No utility bait or rotation is being committed for the side of Outsiders. So once they decided to go for this side, wala na talaga silang atrasan dito. Pero there goes the play. There goes the force. DDS will be able to run kicker and Fleet. Medyo may ipit pa nga siya toward the sandbags area natin. And sasaluhin niya ng buong buo yung nade na ibinato sa kanya dito. And Norbert somehow getting burned down by Sadodo, by that Molotov. And now 3v3 situation. Lamang in terms of health. Etong ating FTW. Pero still, bomb drop towards this ramp air natin, and it's gonna be picked up by Aros 12. Pero kailangan mag-ingay. Kailangan gumawa ng play neto ni Agile in order for them to be able to bait the rotation netong Outsiders and possibly get this A side. Pero slowly but surely now they are going to go for this push. Aros 12 and Fame again with his last on play, last on flank. Pwede niya makot-offer in 2 places. And I think nakita na ni Fleet na meron na nagpo-push out toward this A side. And there you have it. Fame from behind will be able to run 2 players. And Agile, oh my goodness. Bad place. Time again. Coming in for the side of FTW with that Outsiders. Double digit on the board, 10-1. And it looks like FTW parang lumilit na yung kanilang chance na makapasok sa ating playoff.
Yup. Could be, it's hindi lang yun, no? I mean, they're that team that enters itong group natin as the weakest team, no? Pero, if i-compare natin dun sa group A, sino ba yung weakest team? Obviously, it's not Endpoint, of course. No. Let's not disrespect Endpoint, of course. Tinalo nila yung Navi. Sino ba yung weakest team? I mean, they had the worst record, no? Pero hindi ganito I would say, ka-weak yung Endpoint. Careful, James. Don't want to lose that up, my friend.
Almost, pero this could be a good Molotov coming in. Pero good flash, good timing. Kaso nga lang Norbert is there to deny the entry netong ating FTW. Aros 12 goes down and EST will try to go for his spam play. Not gonna be able to take down one. Kaso nga lang Agile with his anti-frag na opo, naiipit na nga i-bump play nating outside storage B-site natin. Pero Jame with this pick, mali pa nga siya dun. Ang layo ng crosshair plays play na dito, pero Fleet again from behind will be able to take down Then kailangan niyang i-commit yung spray down dito. If not, siya pa nga yung na-takedown. And now it's all up to Kikert. FTW, you need to get 5 rounds para kahit paano gumaan-gaan yung inyong city side. Pero so far 10-2 ang ating scoreline.
I like it. I mean, big mistake galing dito kay James, missing a lot of shots dito sa may middle area natin. Norbert trying to save it. However, the smoke really provided another path papasok nga dito sa site. Medyo distracted yung mga players natin dito at at the same time, a really good entry galing dito kay Agile, who's been annoyed by Mr. Fame the entire time para dito sa side ng Outsiders. Pero FTW, second round on the board. Isang na namang risk ang nag-workout para sa side nila. Ngayon, Outsiders, medyo mababa na yung economy nila dito. And Jame is gonna pick up the op this time. The last 2 rounds. Dito sa round, or the last 3 rounds rather. Para dito sa half. So, if FTW can get 3 men, I mean, we can ignore yung first half yung nangyari dito.
Pero as much as possible, gusto nyo makuha yung remaining 3 rounds natin and try to get 5 rounds into our first half. Pero Norbert with the spray down, not gonna actually na-hit niya. Itong si Kuya Monkey ST down to 13 HP. Pero here comes the play, here comes the rush. Aros 12 going for this empty frag. Tingnan natin if he can do something about this one. And the wild thing from Norbert is going to do it. Kaso nga sa with this close range, AWP will be able to take down Norbert and FTW. The rush play is working out for them against Outsiders since for the previous 12 rounds, masyado silang passive. So that's why Outsiders medyo nakampante siguro sila na okay, kayang-kaya natin to i-hold. Pero this time around, FTW changed their pace and Kickert again from behind, from the flank. Tingnan natin if he can pick someone out for the FTW. Pero looks like no retake whatsoever is going to be committed for the Outsiders natin. They will just go for the save for their M4s and the AWP. Pero, oh my goodness, Kicker somehow will be able to take on KST. And Agil will be able to take on James, and the punish tried out for the Outsider natin did not work out for them.
That doesn't happen often, Considering si James na andito sa game natin, that doesn't happen na siya yung naghahanap ng exit frags with the op. Maybe they're really underestimating itong FTW. Pero good idea galing sa FTW. Simple logic to say the least. No? Hindi gumagana yung set play natin. Tara mag-rush na lang tayo. And that's a really good idea pag wala na kayong... if you can't lose anything at this point. So ayun na nga. Great idea galing dito sa FTW. First time out para dito sa Outsiders. I think they're letting too much away para dito sa side ng FTW. But FTW, all they're doing is literally rushing 3 mid, then magra-rush sila ng dalawa dito sa stairs, then somehow gumagana para sa side nila. I think the pace is really offsetting yung usual tempo dito ng Outsiders, which is them pushing into the enemy team, and sila yung makakahanap ng pick dito. But I think they're just punishing people who are overextending dito sa sites natin. And ayun nga, gaining the numbers advantage very, very early on. And nagugulat yung mga Outsiders dito, who are usually used to sitting lang dito sa ating side, pero ngayon kailangan nila gumalaw at mag-adjust.
Yep, tama nga yan. And I will be very, very happy for FTW if they manage to get at least Pyros, dahil yung series nila yesterday against the FaZe Clan, the maximum rounds that they got is 4 for the series. Pero look at this split.
Oh my God.
Clean 3 frags, going aggressive towards this A ramp natin, and KSC will be able to go down as well.
What
now
the heck?
Flit looking for the ace. Last man alive tayo for the side of FTW. Agil mukhang gusto na lang niyang isave yung kanyang AK coming into this last round sa ating first half. Pero so far, no hunt is being committed for the Outsiders, kasi tingnan mo nang walang pera si Fame, walang pera si Norbert. Although meron na mga 7k itong si Quemo Fleet.
Jesus. I mean, just pushed up itong A-ramp natin and straight up fought itong FTW like it's no one's business. I mean, that's the type of player Flit is, pare. I mean, he's that young player na, yun nga, is very erratic with the aim. As nakita naman natin, is very, very good with the rifles. And this round is no different. 20 and 6 dito sa ating game. 126 ADR, which is a crazy stat in the first half. And yun, sila na yung mag-push dito. Yun pala. You don't shoot because you need the ace, my friend.
Good clean round tayo for Flit. Sinabayan niya yung pagiging aggressive na itong FTW, and FTW just got caught off guard, caught by surprise.
Jeez. That good. Chill, man. Chill, yo. Sabi ni Jamie, yo, chill muna, pre. Wag kang magpa-scout sa Navi muna. Wag kang munang makulit.
I hope. Looks like it's gonna be another rush. Sasabay nila yung pagiging aggressive na itong FTW natin. Hindi naman nakaposisyon na kagad sa ito si Norbert. Pinakita ni Agil yung barrel. Kaso nga lang makakaiwas kahit papaano. Ito si Kuya mo Norbert, and siya pa nga mapipitas dito. Norbert will be able to take that frag 4v5 situation. Very, very unfortunate for Agil. Pero ang ganda ng setup ng Outsiders towards this A-set natin. Pwede silang magbato ng pop flash, pwede silang magbato ng molotov and the nade, and pwede itong saluhin ng buong ng players ng FTW. Pero so far, Flit,
oh my
goodness, with a spray down. KST from this A-short air natin now. 2v3 situation, low HP na. Ayun si Kuya mo KST, pero oh my goodness, what a quick shot coming in for James. All of the Diaz will be able to take ng 1, and kailangan pa niyang kumuha ng 1 dito para kay James. Pero with that, 12-3 as we proceed to our second half.
Ay. This is a tough one. Isa na namang malaking gap between yung dalawang teams natin. Sumasakit na yung ulo ni Mr. Stadodo dito, not the best news para sa kanya. Kasi nga mainit yung mga players dito ng outsiders, especially si Split and especially itong si Kicker, who is the last people that you want to be fragging para dito sa outsiders, especially considering papunta na tayo sa T-side dito, no, ng outsiders, pare. Hindi yung dalawang players na sobrang importante para sa team. Flit offering the entry/lurk para sa kanyang team. Kicker doing the exact same as well. Medyo flexible nga yung paglaro dito ng CS ng outsiders. So, ang daming options para sa side nila in terms of the T side. I think FTW maybe should take advantage na medyo setup heavy yung T side dito ng outsiders. But at the same time, considering kung paano yung game napupunta nga sa mga ganitong situation, I think makikita natin mas mabilis maglalaro ang outsiders. I think Norbert and itong si Fame, I think they're gonna thrive pagdating sa mga fast-paced na game. So I think James is gonna have to switch up the calls a bit para sa kanyang team. Maybe try to see if they should not rely dun sa usual na game nila, no, which is, okay, we set up, then 1 minute, then pasok tayo sa site. Instead, I think outsiders, they should just go in and go hard para sa mga sites natin and try to see kung makakapitalize nila ang init nga dito ni Flit, ni Fame, and ni Kicker. I think si Norbert as well, 11-5 dito sa ating game. So, all the players para dito sa outsiders is out-aiming itong FTW, pare.
Yup. And guys, please do check out Rivalry. Kung nakikita nyo, nakita ko ngayon, 40.25 against 1.01 odds tayo for these two teams. So, may tiwala pa kayo at gusto nyo pumuso sa ating for the win, you can just head to Rivalry.com and you can also use our promo code LUPONWC for a bonus up to $200 and that is 10,000 pesos. Pero, ayun, yung 1,000 pesos nyo pwede yung maging 40k if ever manalong FTW if you want to risk it. Pero man, FTW just not ready for this Pro League.
Yeah, I feel like medyo nabigla sila on how fast Tier 1 CS can really be. Pero nangyayari talaga yun, no? I think there's gonna be that one Tier 2 team or one Tier 3 team na makakapasok sa Pro League and is gonna get stumped. But I think valuable experience to para sa FTW, no? Paglabas nila ng Pro League, they're gonna be like, okay, ano yung ginawa natin mali? Ano yung pwede natin gawing adjustments para, makakita tayo ng opportunity para makatalo naman tayo ng mga ibang Tier 1 teams, especially dito sa Pro League. That's why the season is so long, no? Yung hindi lang nagkakaroon ng usual practice yung nakikita natin from the Tier 1 teams. Not just that, yung mga ibang Tier 2 teams na nakapasok galing dun sa Challenger and sa mga qualifiers, they're given opportunities para malaro nga nila yung mga Tier 1 teams natin. Kaya nakikita natin yung mga teams kagaya nga ng Endpoint, no? We don't usually see them sa mga Tier 1 na competitions na kalaban nila yung mga Tier 1 teams palagi. So, pero nagkakaroon ng moments kagaya nga ng Endpoint versus Navi, no? Na there's gonna be that Tier 2 miracle na nakikita natin dito. And yeah, I mean, this is why we should see more of these Tier 2 teams qualifying dito sa mga group stage natin because that's gonna help the scene grow bit by bit, no? Giving these teams experience. I know it's frustrating at first, pero it's gonna get there.
Yep, and let's just hope for the best para sa FTW natin. Now we are heading to our second half. Outsiders 4 rounds away into closing out this series. Pero the DS gets pa rin ang 2 weeks holding air natin. Estadodo will try to get 2 frags and yes, he will. And may trade naman agad para kay Kuya Makayas din now. Lamang sila in terms of manpower. 2v3 situation is all to Norbert and James to try to clutch this round number 16. Pero kailangan ng patience na itong FTW natin. Hindi sila pwedeng mag-overpush, mag-overcommit dahil isang mali lang nila, it could be over and outsiders will be taking this sweep. Pero James, konti-konti na nga siya nagkakaroon ng control towards this B site natin and he is not spotting anyone. There you have it. May spot niya nga etong si Estadodo. Pero that's going to pop flash. It looks like it's gonna be the B site take Actually, no, it's gonna be the A. Pero Norbert, oh my goodness, what a flick.
Oh, wait.
What a swing. Will be able to take down na KST.
Babalik siya. Nako.
Yep, they are just trying to beat the rotation itong FTW. Pero so far, na-even up naman nila yung kanilang manpower. And James.
Naspatan.
Masyado kang nagiging confident dito as you are trying to push out all the way to respawn air natin. And somehow, will FTW win this pistol round? 1v1 with the great one, Agil versus Norbert. USP versus USP. Yun from Agil. Out-aiming Norbert.
Masin mo si Fame nakatingin kay Norbert na sabi niya, "Bayan pre." Ako nakaklatch ako kanina. I mean, where's yours? That's for sure. Pero yun na nga, a tough situation para dito sa Outsiders at 2v3 after that initial fight dito sa may ramp area natin. Norbert trying to do something. Dito sa may A, you think na dapat diniretso na lang to, but I think it's a good idea na yun nga, nag-estorbo sila dito sa A and have Jay move up a bit to try and get one more pick to make it a 1v2. Pero ayun nga, hindi nag-workout para dito sa Outsiders. Maybe an opportunity na nga, ito yung sinasabi ko. Outsiders not the best T-side team. Pero FTW has their mistakes as well. Pero Kickert, that's a cheeky Molotov.
Oh my goodness, Norbert doing max paintings dito. Pero with that, na-even up naman lang yung kanilang manpower kahit pa paano. 3v3 situation. And looks like it's still going to be the B-side takes. Meron na silang control all the way to this ventilation air natin. Pero this is a good hold coming for Fleet. Kailangan ng mga nagandang retake na itong FTW natin. They have one more flash and one smoke to work with. Wala rin silang kit whatsoever, pero the crossfire situation is being handled very well by the Outsiders. Now, it's all up to Kickert. 1v2 with your Tech 9. It's not gonna work out for you, and Stadodo will be able to finish him off. And with that, FTW slowly making a comeback. Pero so far, wala naman kasing pera ng ating Outsiders. Magkakaalaman tayo pag nagkaroon na ng gun round yung ating Outsiders.
Yeah, that's a force buy as well para dito sa side ng Outsiders. So they are gonna be echoing going into the next round. A good attempt though to say the least, pero hindi nila na-clear agad si Agil dito sa corner. Taking down one out of the smoke and one in the smoke. Kaso yun lang, a really good pop flash para ma-clear out dito si Flit. You would have thought na mas bagay sa kanya maglaro dito sa may aircon area natin. But that is a 50-50 angle that you do not want to take, especially pag ganyan yung equipment nyo dito sa kabila. But the half buy para dito sa Outsiders, nades are gonna start to fly.
Oh, Aros 12 will be able to take down Kickert with the spray down through the smoke. And ginagawa lang ng FTW yung ginagawa sa kanila ng Outsiders on our previous half. Aros 12 applying heavy pressure towards this scaffolding area. Pero look at that Fame with that one-tap headshot will be able to take down Stadodo. Pero another one. Pero so far, KST will be able to trade his teammate. 3v3 situation. Somehow, Outsiders, konti-konti nilang nadadamage yung economy na itong ating FTW. Pero it's all up to Flit and Jame with their Tech 9s against the M-Force. KST will try to go for this farm. Kaso nga, it's not gonna be workout for him. 2v2 low on HP na rin. Eto si Ars12, isang lead na lang siya dito. Pero fortunately, wala nang utility na pwedeng iba to ang ating Outsider. Kaya looks like they will try to go for this B-side push and B-side take. Jame leading the charge. Pero Fleet, nakawalk pa rin siya towards this B-side natin. Now the bomb is getting planted towards this B-side.
Play for na lang.
Natin kung magkakaroon siya ng katrong rotation dito, pwede yung makot off guard. Ito si Aras 12.
Oh, Aras 12 is dead, I think.
And Fleet, pinalagpas na yung 2 players dito. And may info na yung ating Outsiders. Fleet will need to go for this clutch. Oh my goodness, what a miss coming in from this guy. They're literally just
Kek 9.
Well diffusing.
Kek 9, yun lang. Na-Kek 9 si Lodi mo. I mean, that's the right play, no? To play a bit far kung ikaw si Jame dito. Kasi nga nakaplant naman dito sa may ramp area natin. M4 is not gonna give you any favors. But still, 3 HP na lang dito si Aras 12, but that is a tough one, man. Let me see the replay. Yun lang, di na pinakita si Flit. Nahiya yung ESL Pro League, pare. Di na pinakita. Pero yun na nga, at 12-6, it's still an eco para doon kay Outsider. So either way, the round doesn't matter para sa kanila. Great damage to say the least, and low lahat ng economy dito ng FTW, and they think they're just gonna go for an A-ramp rush. Nako po.
Oh, Aros 12 going aggressive dito. Will be able to yung 1-1 trade dito. May backup pa nga Pareko yung mga Diaz, and now 3v3 situation. Kickert Lono HP down to 10. And we'll see. Kickert will now handle the AWP since he is 1 bullet away from being eliminated dito sa ating round number 19. Pero 1 minute and 16 seconds on the clock remaining. Marami pang oras ang ating Outsiders to work with in order for them to get into the site. Pero patience lang talaga. Patience is the key for the FTW. Yes, tambak kayo ng I think 9 rounds during the first half. Pero this is the time to make a statement, to make a comeback against Outsiders. Just have a very little to no room of errors. Pero so far the bomb is going to be rotated towards this B site, I think. And Agile, meron na siyang aggressive angle dito. Meron ang daming utility na pwedeng iba to. Itong Outsiders. And nakita niya yung swing dito ni Kuya mo Kickert, and Kickert goes down just like that. Alam niya na meron pang at least isang tao ang magtatangka mag-push out toward this B stairs. Norbert, it's all up to you to make this entry for the Outsiders. Pero that's gonna pop flash. Alam ni Agile na meron tao toward this stairs air natin with that flash. Kaso nga lang, lugi na sila in terms of manpower. Oh, Norbert somehow managed to take down Agile, and with that,
uy, umabot pa nga!
Into a 1v1, pero oh my goodness, what a clutch plant coming in.
No way.
This is knowing bad for the side of FTW. Meron siyang smoke, meron siyang molotov to work with, pero wala siyang kit whatsoever. So he needs to make this fast. Oops, Norbert.
Oh, very
no
way. Ay, yun naman yan, Norbert.
Oh no.
Ano ba yan? Walang kit.
Na-pick up niya yung kit. Na-pick up niya yung kit.
Ay, Norbert. Anong nangyayari sa'yo, my friend? Bakit ka nag-forward? Nako po. Ano yun?
One step and narinig
What is happening to Outsiders, pre? Kanina si Norbert, ngayon si Norbert ulit actually. Norbert moment, parang ganda na eh. Ay, Norbert. Pinatagal pa ang ating game. Round 20 na tayo. Kinakabahan na yung mga underbetters natin. Outsiders stuck on 12 and nagkakaroon na nga ng mga rounds itong FTW. Lot of mistakes galing dito sa Outsiders.
Yup. Let's see if Flit nakapag-push na agad siya towards scaffolding air natin, and will be able to take down the Diaz. And so far so good ang pinapakita ng Outsiders this time around. Lamang tagad sila ng in terms of manpower. Lagas ng dalawa yung FTW natin, pero looks like it's gonna be the B-stack push coming in for the side of Outsiders. Oops, Norbert. Ang aggressive na nila dito. Kasama pa. Ito si Fame, pero KSC will be able to Flit. That's gonna be the lurker for you, pero no rotation is being executed for the side of FTW.
Gumana na. Ay. They've been trying that play for the past 6 rounds. I swear man, pag may nag-defuse dito sa B-side, pre. Ahoy! Magagalit ng onte, pero Agile. Nakuha niya nga dito si Mr. Norbert. And KST going for the hunt, pero napaka-forward dito ng Outsiders, and I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon para dito sa FTW. Pero teka lang, KST sa Dodo starting to frag as well. Game time na lang ang may kita natin dito at the very last frame of the round. And Outsiders with a little bait and switch na kagaya nga na sinabi ko kanina pa nila tinatry is finally working out. Instead of 4 rounds, 3 rounds na lang ang kailangan nila kunin dito para maipanalo ang buong Vertigo. FTW kinda messed up in this one. A little bit too antsy dito sa ating A side, especially si Aros 12 not waiting for the flash to pop. And libre na lang yun para dito sa outsiders to just circle around dito sa B side and get that freebie. Pero ang economy na outsiders ay hindi pa rin ganun kaganda, no? So, opportunity para sa FTW para i-deny ito.
Yup, tama ka dyan. Pero Fleet going aggressive again towards this trump air natin. Pero no contest whatsoever is being tried for the side of FTW. Pero bangas-makas na nga yung buhay nito ni Aros 12 down to 53 HP. But this would be a good boost coming in. May spot down niya itong player dito. Kaso nga lang, hindi niya mati-take down. Oh my goodness, nag-whiff. Yung spray na yun. That could have been the opening and the opportunity that they needed in order for them to get back into the game. Pero so far, may idea yung ating outsiders na merong at least 3 players ang nag-hold toward this A site. Oh my goodness, the prick. Oh my goodness, Flick just doing so much damage against the FTW. Pero KST, bakit ka naka-knife out? It's all up to the Dodos. That's gonna be AWP. And James will be able to finish him off.
Grabe naman. FTW wanting to fight itong outsiders head on. Pero yun yung gusto ng outsiders, pre. Them, the enemy, pushing into them. Ganda sana nito. Kaso yun lang, the MP9. You gotta drag down a lot more, my friend. Especially pag nakatayo ka dito. And Flit doing Flit things na naman dito. That is a frustrating round to say the least kasi an MP9 shot could have been the difference kung panalo man ng FTW dito or hindi. Pero Norbert seeing 5 people and James, tumakbo ka na kung ako ay ikaw dito. Pero farm lang yata.
O na maging practice range tayo for the outsiders players natin. And a clean wipe out for the side of outsiders with that match point na sila. This is the of FTW.
I think I'll close out na lang ng outsiders itong mapa na to unless they have one more round in them na gusto pa nilang itapon dito, but they have so much opportunity to just close the map out, so much strats that they can just pull out for the finish. And not just that, second map is gonna be Dust 2. So I mean, Russian plus Dust 2. Ay, not the best combination kung kayo yung FTW dito, that's for sure. And ayun na nga. Nako po. Kickert wants to finish this already. It's a game natin, pre.
Yup. And wala akong masabi sa ating FTW. I think just enjoy the moment and get as much as experience. Much more to learn coming into this tier 1 scene. Pero FTW still not out yet. As long as that score is not hitting the 16, there's still a chance for this FTW squad natin. Pero there's a good angle for KST. Will be able to one. Kaso nga lang may trade naman para kuya mo Flit. Pero 3v4 situation. Agile, this is a good opportunity for him. We'll get down 2 players agad ng ating outsiders with that na even up. Actually, nagkaroon pa nga sila ng advantage in terms of manpower. 3v2 situation, Flit, i-rush pa nga niya etong Molotov. Agile doing his best for FTW to stay alive in this map number 1. Pero it's all up to James. With his AWP, he have 8k in his bank pero he still can't afford to lose this AW, so it looks like it's going to be the save for the game time.
It's not over till it's over. Di pa naman 16 ang score dito sa ating game, so I do not think yun nga, mag-give up pa dito yung FTW, so they're gonna try at least to get back into this one, go into OT, then maybe win out dito sa OT. Pero outsiders, you only have to do 1 good round and this entire thing is finally over. But a good play galing dito kay Agile either way. I mean, alam niyang medyo delikado na yung mid and medyo delikado na yung boost dito sa may B site natin. Instead, he's just gonna push in, try to get advantage dito sa may ramp. And gumana naman yun as outsiders did not expect that at all in FTW. gonna get the timeout going. Okay. So, meron pa naman sila isang timeout dito. So, if they win the other round, they can timeout again. Then, baka makakuha sila ng streak of rounds dito. And James, 7,400 though. So, he's gonna have the up for 2 rounds max. If ever matatalo nga dito yung outsiders ng dalawa pang rounds.
And outsiders look at their buy very, very healthy. The same goes naman for the side of FTW. Pero half armor lang pala. Meron si Agile at si Stadodo. And Famas will be in the hands of the Diaz. So we'll see. This could be the last round of this map. It's now or never for the FTW in order for them to get a win. Kaso nga ni DS will be able to one and may tayo naman agad Fame and Fleet for this enter frag. Fleet just doing the Fleet things dito. Very, very aggressive entry frags coming from this guy and expecting niya agad na mayroong mag-swing towards this spawn area. And with that, it's all up to Agile. Mukha nang gusto mo nang ilista outsiders getting the map pick of the FTW. And 1v4 situation, not really looking good for Agile. No can't save whatsoever. Pero Agile, oh my goodness, he is low down to 9 HP, and with that Fleet, just very, very fragging machine coming into this map number 1.
Yep. I think another unfortunate coincidence na naman ang nangyari dito para sa FTW. Of course, Vertigo, one of the best maps dito ng outsiders. So, hindi sila talaga magpapatinag dun sa mapa na yun. And yeah, I would say this is just unlucky, I guess, galing dito sa FTW. No? Yung kanilang mas experienced na map pagdating dito sa map pool ay ayun nga, yung opponents din nila ay napaka-experienced, and not just that, I think the aim diff nakikita natin dito. It's just that outsiders, a few troll mistakes na nakikita natin from time to time galing sa kanila, and that caused them to lose some rounds dito sa ating game. I think if hindi natin nakita yung nakita natin na the unusual mistakes galing dito sa outsiders, this game would have ended 16-4. Pero yun na nga, either way, better showing galing dito sa FTW pagdating sa ating first map, but still it's a 16-8, man. I mean, what can you say? 8 rounds yung deficit. And yeah, it was just pretty clean. I think alam ko na talaga dapat, alam ko na yung reason why ang linis ng outsiders. I mean, they did beat big 2-0. Best of 1 Warriors unfortunately cannot pull through dito sa ating game. And yeah, it seems like outsiders in great shape, especially itong si Flit. Pare, Flit really popped off and just farmed dito sa ating game and held down A-ramp. Not just that, pagdating sa kanilang T-side, he did a really good job of just entering para sa kanyang team. Kita mo naman ginagawa dito ng outsiders. They're just like, okay, entry ka Fit, okay, may molly, smoke na namin yung molly, basta mabuhay ka lang, and you just keep fragging, then yun na yung pwedeng maging main source ng ating firepower dito. And look at that, 35-13 dito sa Vertigo, pare. Flit went crazy.
Yep. And guys, we'll be taking a very, very short break. Pagbalik natin, more CSGO action tayo sa ating map number 2, which is gonna be the Dust 2. So, please do follow our page and subscribe na rin sa ating YouTube channel. Ayun, we'll be right back, so don't go away.
So with Group B, if FaZe and G2 show up in good form, it's going to become a battle for 3rd place. And among the remaining teams, there's not going to be a lot of room for mistakes. It's very, very slim margins here. Assuming that the 2 big favorites of Group B show up looking good, it really will be a hotly contested battle to see who gets that last remaining slot.
FaZe Clan have had an incredible year, it has to be said. A team not known for their consistency throughout the years, lots of lineup changes, but finally this is the roster that seems like it's going to be worth its weight in gold. Picking up 4 major trophies this year, including the major itself. They're looking red hot and presumably going to continue that form going into Season 16 of Pro League.
G2 as a team have always had pretty much all the pieces to be a title contender. They have a fast, flashy AWPer in Monacy. They have 2 of the best rifling talents in the game who just so happen to be cousins. And then they have, as of now, this really nice, complete supportive element in JKS. It's going to be interesting to see if Hooksy can get back to the kind of form we knew from Copenhagen Flames. I think that's going to be a big part of it, right? And that's what's most intriguing about G2 2022. It feels like a team that is so ready to start lifting trophies. They just haven't found that golden 5 combination yet, and they're hoping that Hooksy can be that missing piece of the puzzle from the leading side of things.
Outsiders are an interesting one because they've been an amazingly strong team for the last couple of years, but they have lost some of their shining stars. What does that say about the future of the squad going forward now? It is Pro League, anything can happen, but I'm not sure they're going to be reliving the former glory they once saw.
For the win are the first Portuguese team to have made it to EPL. Stadodo, this will be the second time he's had like this moniker put by him. The first actually being back at the RMR when his previous team Saw were nearly the first Portuguese team to make the major. And so now Stadodo, under a different team with different teammates, is going to have his chance at revenge versus the team that robbed him of that major opportunity. MIBR is super interesting because they've recently cut Cello. He's gone on to join Imperial. This has led to a couple of role swaps and adjustments within the team. Going to be interesting to see if that benefits or is a detriment to the team, because if Henny's on form, then this MIBR squad really could look to do some damage. So Big recently underwent the roster move of swapping Keto back in for Tizian, and so I'm expecting big things. I think finally as well we have this is the 5-man unit they want to move forward for, and so I think this is where we could have the big redemption arc. They're probably my favorite team to slip into that third slot that I talk about being left over within Group B.
If Group B is anything like Group A, this is what Pro League's all about for me. It's the upsets, it's the storyline, the romance of some of the defeats that happen, and also as well just getting to know the teams on a more intimate level. Like there's a lot of teams we haven't seen since the player break, and we're going to get cast a lot of their games, understand their map pools, their strengths and weaknesses, and how that develops as Pro League goes on.
Thinking, moving, touching, and well, all of the other things, all of the other pieces that you need to compete in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Welcome back to CS Psychology 101. Today, we're going to be going over a very important subject. XXX Heyman 420. In 2012, he had a 4K 1D clip that really was overly edited by an equally talented friend. Now accumulating only, and I mean only, 1,372 views over 8 years. The taste of success that followed led to the creation of the monster that we now know as the Movie Fragger.
Clip it, baby. This one is going viral. Top 3 Reddit easy. Zaiwu, Zaihu, more like it. Check out this shit.
Oh, don't you worry, Movie Fragger. We are definitely watching. In fact, we'll just start on the appearance. We'll note that the cap is backwards, albeit he doesn't have a headset on, but don't let that sway you from the idea that this guy means business. Oh, is it serious business?
Yeah, we can edit that out. It's all right.
Some general traits about the gameplay can be observed, such as the famous buy an op and then use the deagle. Take this example. Where an ordinary player may see this round win as a certainty, the Movie Fragger sees it as opportunity.
Can't blame me for that one, boys. It would have been sick, right?
You are dog shit.
Everything he does is for Reddit. Everything he does is for the comments, for the likes. It's all about the endorphins and everything that he gets from the moment he wakes up in the morning.
They come and beat. I'm going for the cold, boys. I'm going for the cold zero. Oof, that's close. Oof, that's really close. Oh, that's so close. I'm so close. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was incredible. Oh.
This is Keanu Reeves, and welcome to Rush Lane. Rush Lane is a new intense multiplayer racing game where you can compete against real players to win real money. Set in the towering crime-filled metropolis of Hub City, Here, champions put their life on the line for glory, power, and riches in the ultimate death race, known as the Rush Lane. How does it work? Simple. Pay a small stake to jump into the next race. All the stakes go into the prize pool, so the more players, the more money there is to win. Once enough players join, the race is on. Races last just a couple of minutes and are fully automated. Rush Lane is driven by our unique physics-based randomness engine. Starting positions, track segments, and traps are all randomly generated, and we've tested over 10,000 races to ensure no player has any advantage over another. Cheer on your racer as they scream down the winding city streets and through mysterious alternate worlds filled with dangerous traps and pitfalls. The first player to cross the finish line wins the biggest share of the prize pool. But don't worry, the top few finishes are also in the mix to win. The exact number of winners will change depending on how many players were in the race. The more players, the more winners. Rush Lane is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can jump into the action anytime you want. Good luck out there, racers. Only on Rivalry.com.
As the back-to-school bells beckon for EPL Season 16, class is already well and truly in session. And you would expect nothing less than stellar attendance. Not with an $835,000 prize pool and a spot at the legendary IM Katowice on the line. Up first on the agenda, Group A, where only 3 of 6 teams would graduate to the EPL playoffs. Let's take a trip down memory lane to see exactly how it went down. During the first day of the tournament, Na'Vi hit the ground running. And as one of the 3 certainties in life, so did Simple, as they banished Team Spirit.
Top in this spot, there's Young is found. Chopper takes him down, and Simple needs at least 2 here. Finds the first and passes.
Time for this. Surely not just another individual round to win this one. And Simple, maybe he's not done just yet. That's going to be the 4th.
When everything went to plan for Apex and his crew, it was time to check if our analysts hit the nail on the head with their CSGO hub picks. And boy, did Roy prove them wrong.
Responses here, the double push. Roy catches S-Attack, poor guy, as Roy again finds a double.
Roy trying to get out and get stuck in through Monster. Roy's going to farm him up. And yeah, man, did y'all actually think NIP were going to get around just there?
He was instrumental in helping Fnatic claim both maps 16-4 to call it a day. Day number 2, and both Na'Vi and Team Spirit would secure 3 points. ZywOo also cast a Dark Cloud over NIP with a formidable 1.47 rating.
And Heaven flying from Hampus should seal the deal. ZywOo's dropped the bomb. Hampus now having to make noise going up the ladder. ZywOo on his way to the clutch! Oh my word, 1v3!
Nearing the halfway point of the group, Endpoint were the ones to flip us into the upside down on day 3. They'd be facing the Titans of Na'Vi, but a monstrous performance from Nerds and Crucial proved you should never underestimate the underdog.
It's real taken down. Nerds needs a couple. We know he's good for it. That could do nicely, Chad. He gets a triple. 7 seconds remain, so allows Nerds to reposition. What a player this guy is. Sure, Mighty Max this time drops. Crucial has to go for 2. He knows he's lost long. Nails it. Huge. Stay alive now. Oh, go one better and take them all down. A quad kill for Crucial, just when they needed to stay alive here. One missed shot, Chad.
Spoiler alert, this would be the only victory they claim in the group, but nevertheless an outstanding result over who many would have regarded to be the group frontrunners. Meanwhile, the Ninjas once again failed to handle the pressure. Unable to post double digits on a single map, it was a
And hello and welcome back to the official Filipino Broadcasting ESL Pro League Season 16. Ako nga pala si Steve Frag, kasama ko si Ventus. Bago namin pag-usapan ang game number 2, of course, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating main sponsor, Rivalry.com/LuponWXC. Of course, up to $200 deposit bonus pag ginamit niyo yung link namin, up to 10k PHP. May 500 pa kasama dun, I think, the exchange rate. Pero yun na nga, if gusto nyo mag-bet dito sa ating FTW versus Outsiders, might as well use the best betting website in the world, which is Rivalry.com. And ayun na nga, map number 2. Dito sa ating best of 3, Dust 2 is gonna be our map. Of course, Outsiders 80% win rate the past 5, and FTW 50% the past 4. Pero I would say maybe yun nga, mas valuable yung experience dito ng Outsiders considering yung mga nakakalaban nila ay yun nga, Tier 1 CS. Of course, kalaban nila big in the past one. I think yun yung kasama dun sa series nila, one of the 2 games of the 2-0. Cloud9, of course, they lost to Cloud9, pero reasonable naman yan. Cloud9 is really good right now. And damn, Big is not having fun sa Dust 2. That's for sure every time na nakikita nila itong Outsiders. Pero para naman sa FTW, I think this is more on the Tier 2 side of things. Actually, a coincidence. Big Academy yung nakalaban nila dun sa isang Dust 2 game, and they actually lost 3-16. So not the best look para dito sa FTW, but still, maybe the underdog story can bless them siguro, and kaya nilang makagawa dito sa Dust 2. Pero judging from everything na nakikita natin dito, I think Outsiders is just gonna pull through with a 2-0.
Yep, possibly a clean 2-0 tayo for this series, as you can see, as we saw for this map number 1, no? And FTW, hindi talaga sila makaporma against the Outsiders. It really looks like that they are not prepared enough for going into this pro league, pero still it could be a great chance for them to learn for their future matches, no? And hopefully they can get the improvements that they needed, especially yung players nating FTW, hindi sila masyadong nananalo in terms of aim duels. And napansin ko lang na one site, one push lang yung ginagawa nila dito. No bait, no utility whatsoever. So hopefully may matutunan sila. Pero ayun, let's just wait for our players before we proceed to our map number 2. And ayun.
Yeah. I mean, not much can be said really about yung map number 2 natin. I think Outsiders probably are gonna start sa T-side, knowing itong FTW. I think most teams would start CT-side naman dito sa Dust 2. So yeah, I would say if you do your best dito sa CT side, and I think you can get a big lead dito sa first half, which I've not seen FTW ever get a lead pag turn ng half natin, which is could change dito sa ating second map, to say the least. I mean, yeah, I mean that could be something considering Outsiders hindi sila masyadong, you know, gaya na nakita natin kanina, they're not that adept pagdating sa T side. They're more of a CT side focused team and more of a passive focused team. So FTW can take advantage maybe, pero titignan pa natin.
Yep, and kaya nga sabi ko kanina, FTW, there's still a possibility na they can get one map against Outsiders, pero yung one map na yun is yung Vertigo, and they lost it. So looks like a high chance talaga na Outsiders will clean this one to a 2-0. There you have it, Flip. Just going online agad. Dito sa ating pistol round, we'll take it on 1-1 for 1 trade is going to happen for these both teams. Outsiders now looking to go slow push towards this mid-air natin, since kalat-kalat pa sila this time around, and the same goes naman para sa ating FTW. 2-2 setup is going to be executed, pero Fame checking towards the double doors area. Pero makakasalubong nila dito sa may ating A-short. Eto si Stadodo. Tingnan natin if he can get at least one before the trade happens. Pero 40 seconds on the clock remaining. Outsiders need to make something happen, and they need to do it now. Dahil naubos sila ng oras dito, and Stadodo needs to back away, dropping down all the way to their spawn area. With 30 seconds on the clock remaining, they have 2 flashes, 1 Molotov, and 1 smoke to work with. Pero looks like it's gonna be the B site rotate. Hindi nila na-bait whatsoever yung rotation na itong ating FTW. Oh my goodness, Team Agile just trying to pick through these double doors and get Spanish down instantly. 10 seconds on the clock remaining. They need to go for this bomb plant, and the retake is going to be happen for this FTW. Stadodo with the help of Aros 12. Gusto nilang pasukin etong ating double doors area from this mid. Pero this is a good angle for Jame. Pero I'm not sure if meron nakamark sa window area. Aros 12 trying to check every corner he can, and there you have it. Stadodo will be able to take the one. Kaso nga lang, Aros 12 is lone HP down to 4. Tigisang balance sila dito. And now, somehow, they made it work and went for this retake. FTW, do they have enough time? I think they have. Yup.
Good round galing dito sa FTW. I mean, that's a really good retake. I mean, that was a mistake at the start of the round. Galing sa side nila, Flit getting a free kill dito kay Diaz, Agile. Of course, getting another one dito sa may middle area natin. But I think Kickert a bit too antsy. I think akala niya na wala na yatang time para mag-defuse itong FTW, and that's just annoying para dito sa side ng Outsiders. And for the first time in the series, FTW, they have a lead.
Yup. 1-0 on the board, FTW. Pero forced by will be out para sa ating Outsiders scout, AK Galils, and the Deagle in the hands of Fame. 2-1-2 setup is being executed for the side of FTW, pero looks like Outsiders wants to make an A play since all of them will now try to push up all the way to this area, short air natin. Pero the backup is there for Aros 12, now holding up towards this elevator box natin. This could be the opportunity for the FTW to get another round and possibly stretch out their lead against the Outsiders. Pero Flit slowly but surely now creeping up, lurking all the way to this smoked area. Pero no commitment yet is being given. Tamang abangan sila kung sino man mag-overpick for the side of FTW. Pero the re-smoke is there and Agile will be the only one to defend this area. Pero may backup naman siya towards this long air natin na si Stadodo with a scout. Oh my goodness, the flash doing so much damage dito and Agile will be able to one. Kicker goes down. Aros 12, a good angle for him. Will be able to fame as well. Kaso nga lang, James. Oh my goodness, hindi tumama yung scout headshot. Pero so far, 15 seconds on the clock remaining. They don't have enough time to go for this retake. And Flit, oh my goodness, the FAMAS is doing it for the FTW. And with that, clean 2-0 tayo for the FTW.
Good attempt to toss itong AK-47 sa taas ng box para hindi nila makuha, but I think they're gonna get it either way. A good defense para dito sa FTW. So, yun nga, hindi lang nakadaan dito yung Outsiders dito sa may short area natin. Agile and Aros 12 doing a really nice job just holding it down dito sa A site and Stadodo as well. Stellar shot with the scout, my man. I mean, 2-0 FTW. Maybe ito na yung start na hinahanap nila this entire group stage.
Possibly. Pwede lang ma-start at ma-ramp up yung kanilang mga engines dito. Piston tayo for the side of Outsiders. Oh my goodness, just tapping the heads para kay Diaz. Will be able to take them one. Kicker goes down and Stadodo as well. Pero it's gonna be the round for FTW once again. So far, Outsiders on their eco round. Understandable na makukuha ito ng FTW, pero let's see if they can do something about their T side onto their gun round.
Yeah. Pretty easy to say the least. Galing dito sa side ng FTW. That was just an eco galing sa Outsiders, so they're just trying to throw around away. Not much damage done para sa side nila. And FTW, I mean 3-0. That's pretty good. Stadodo meron na siyang op dito and an opportunity para makaipon ang FTW so he can just keep on buying that up and keep on providing pressure, especially dito sa middle area towards the A short side. Pero meron ng op dito si James, so that could be a threat they have to think about. Pero tignan mo naman si Fame just running out dito sa long.
Yup, and matitake doon niya nga kaagad. Ito si Pemo Kicker, pero James not hitting the shot. As the jump pick from Stadodo, trying to bait out na meron ng AWP. Ano si Pemo James with that 4v5 situation. Gusto nilang magkaroon ng map control towards this long air natin, pero Stadodo now nakabang na towards this A site. Merong utility. They only have 2 flash to work with to try to counter etong AWP ni Stadodo. Pero so far, may info na sila. Marami tao towards long area natin. Pero Aros 12 trying to delay the push out. Netong outsiders natin. And Norbert will be able to take naman that is Agile down. And now 3v5 situation. Stadodo still trying to get a sneaky pick dito sa ating smoke catwalk. A short rather. Pero Stadodo will be able to feign. KST as well will be able to flick na turn around pangan into a 3v3 pero naririnig yung scope dito ni Stadodo. I'm pretty sure and Norbert nasa likod na nga siya dito. Will pull out the knife. Oh my goodness! Muntikan pa nga siya doon! Pero so far, he made it work. It's all up to KST. 1v2 situation. And there's no way that they will be getting that round as naka-position na agad. Eto siya James sa may ating long.
Wala kasing tondo sa Russia pa so that's for sure. Could not get the backstab. Lang Norbert, he was trying, man. He was really wants this knife and he really wants the off. Pero yun lang, nag-drop dito sa my corner area natin. So Dodo is gonna go down. That means the op not gonna be out of his hands just yet. No, meron pa naman siya pambay dito from those previous wins dito ng FTW. But I think James is gonna be challenging itong middle area natin. And very brave na tumatakbo nga siya dito sa may suicide area pero hindi yata long ang hanap dito ni Stadodo or hindi yata mid ang hanap dito ni Stadodo. Instead, it is gonna be that a long area. Instead, A-site anchor actually. I think na Stadodo, he should be more aggressive looking for those opening picks considering siya yung naka-op dito.
And kagaya ng pinag natin kahapon, FTW, we don't know how they are getting this AW pero so far, meron pa rin namang AW in the hands of Stadodo. 4v4 situation, 1-for-1 trade is being given dito and Stadodo will miss this off shot pero finally hitting that second shot. Kicker goes down, 3v4 situation, lamang na sila in terms of manpower pero outsiders not out yet. Stadodo just doing the job for FTW with his AWP. Pero hindi nila masyadong dapat pagbigyan itong FTW natin to get the momentum dahil pwede nilang maka-take back itong series na to. Pero now it's all up to James. 1v4 situation pero the Diaz with this MP9 is going to do it with that. Another round tayo for the FTW 4-1.
Yun na nga. I mean, Stadodo, good shot dito kay Flit, man. I mean, I like yung parang medyo binibait niya yung kanyang teammate niya dito sa may short area para mag-white peak ang mga players dito. So I like FTW's ideas pagdating sa mapa. And that kind of relates sa sinabi ko kanina of being more aggressive. Pero yun lang, I don't think he knew na James is the type of dude pag nakita siya ng 4-750 sa kanyang teammate, sabi niya, buy the op. But I think si James pa nga yung naka 4-750 dito. And FTW, down 2 members sa eco, pare.
Yup, na last on play kagad sila neto ni Flit at saka ni James. Pero Flit will be having this upgraded a gun with this MP9. They have 4 flashes to work with. So this is still doable for the side of outsiders. Since lamang rin naman sila in terms of manpower pero looks like it's gonna be the B side push since bomb is getting carried by Norbert towards this upper tunnels area natin and may check na rin sila towards this mid area natin with the help of Flit and James pero James will try to bait the rotation if ever pag napitas niya etong si R12 the B side could be pretty much open pero so far this could be a good read actually coming for KST. No flash yet is being being popped pero that's gonna be a good molotov. Fully blinded yung ating outside dito pero KST with that spray will be able to take a 1 MA3 naman agad para ikaw yung ma-fit pero Agile is here for the cleanup now. It's all up to James. 1v2 situation. Kailangan niya ng magandang angle and the quick scope is not gonna do it with that. Another round tayo for the side of FTW.
And you know what? This is what I was talking about, man, and this is what you said as well. CT side is the side that outsiders want to be in. Pero FTW, they have choice of sides and it seems like despite yung opening pick dito ni James, di sila makakuha ng masyadong madaming kills dito, no? To say the least, considering na naka-eco sila. dito sa ating round. And I don't think that was the time for James to push actually. No? I think dapat medyo far back ang kanyang position considering the usual nakikita natin. No? James time, save the op, and then go next. Pero I think meron pa kang pera dito. It's like the same sa nakita natin kay Stododo nung isang araw. It's just that the loss bonus is so high, baka makakita tayo ng James op every round until they win.
Yeah, possible. Pero Stododo, this is a good angle for him. Pero actually, maraming utility ang pwedeng gamitin ng outsiders. Pero there goes the Molotov to try to delay the push out. Stododo repositioning himself towards this window area. And medyo napatagal nga lang. Pero KST is here for the save. Will be able to hit down 2 players agad. And now, alam nila kung nasaan. Eto si Kuya mo, KST. So, kailangan nilang i-check to. And there you have it, the check from T-Kurt. Kaso nga lang, Aros 12. James, with that quick scope, will be able to punish him down. And now, 2v1 situation. It's all up to the Diaz with this AWP. Pero I'm not sure if alam nila na manggagaling para sa ating A site. So, kailangan nilang mag-body-body system dahil they need to make a play against the one remaining player nating FTW, which is gonna be the Diaz. Pero so far, no bomb plant yet. Let's go with the smoke. Pero the Diaz, mukhang ang gusto niyang i-aggressive to with his AWP. I'm not sure. Nakahawak na siya ng rival kanina pero he decided to go for this AWP play. Tingnan natin if it's gonna work out in his favor. Pero walang idea whatsoever ang ating outsiders player. Yup, he can't use the scope dahil maririnig kagad siya netong outsiders. Just hope for the best and will miss. Oh my goodness, a good try for the Diaz.
Yeah. Also, there was a death dito sa long apparently dun sa minimap. Akala ko talaga meron pang kasama dito si Diaz. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case para sa kanya dito. A bit too aggressive na naman galing dito sa FTW. Remember, pag kalaban mo ang outsiders, they want them to be pushed in. So FTW, you have to keep that in mind na meron sila ilalagay dun sa kabilang side. Diaz with a near miss on that op. But at the same time, binilisan na naman nila ang B-side dito. And I think sakto pagkatalon dito ni Stododo sa may window area. Norbert saw the head and just shot through the smoke. Instant death para sa Opper. Mas patan na nga siya dito. They just let him stay in that position habang may rotation na nangyayari sa mga ibang city members. But a good shot. Galing dito kay James on that op. Just neutralize whatever play ang gustong gawin dito ng FTW. But the second round para dito sa outsiders, the more they collect dito sa first half, the more it is more comfortable para dito sa outsiders. So FTW, you have to be careful, my friend, kasi ayun nga, I mean, bigyan mo ng onting leeway itong outsider sa city side. Lalayo at lalayo talaga yan.
Yup, and look at this. Walang pera whatsoever at ang FTW. They only have one flash to work with their USPs, no armor. And they will just go for this A site stack. Pero I'm not sure if alam ng outsiders to na gagawa ng stack play itong FTW natin since pwede sila malason with their USPs pero malambot lang pag nasprehan sila netong mga AGs at Galias ng outsiders. Looks like it's gonna be the A-long push for 5-man A-long push and it's all up to Norbert to get to farm frags dito. So nga lang Norbert not hitting the shots will be able to have one. And Flit as well. Konti-konti na nalalagas yung players natin FTW will take down 2. Norbert will go for the third one. And now it's all up to Agile. Not hitting the shot. Hindi siya makapitas ng kahit isa. And with that, another round tayo for the side of outsiders. 3-5.
And then nga, I feel like outsiders are gonna start to be on a roll dito sa ating game considering si Norbert mas nakakakuha na nga siya ng control dito sa may long na area natin. And that is such a key area, especially pagdating dito sa dust. So even if hindi ka magta-take ng A dito, I think long is a really good spot to just have control in para yun nga, mas ma-pressure yung kabilang side dito ng FTW. Pero yun lang, Flit going down suicide, then na-block yata yung shot dito ni James. Oh, pero Agile!
Oh! A good read coming in for Norbert. Very, very unfortunate for Agile. Narinig yung kanyang footsteps. Magbabato sana ng Molotov, pero masyadong mabilis yung pag-push out ni Agile and get punished down instantly with that 4v5 situation. 3-5 ang ating scoreline. 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock remaining. Outsiders still have a lot of time to work with in order for them to get into the site. Pero the 2-2 setup is going to be executed for the side of FTW. Here goes the one-way smoke. Din natin kung makakapitalize to niya Flit. Kaso nga lang a good flash. Pero Stadodo is there. Will be able to take down Flit just like that. Even though he's blinded dito, and Stadodo just farming the heads and the frags para sa ating outsiders. Actually, it's all up to James, and from behind, DDS will be able to finish him off. A clean round tayo for the side of FTW with that AWP.
Nako po. This is not the best scenario para dito sa side ng FTW, pero yun nga. Buti na lang nandito si Stadodo on that AWP. He's so good of just being that stable anchor para sa kanyang team. Kaya nga, nakikita natin FTW that priority para sa kanyang okay. Napakalaki, pero yun lang. You are too cheeky for that long peak, my friend. And meron na silang long control ulit. And tignan mo naman, this is what I was talking about, man. You don't have to get the entirety of A. Pwede yung A long control and pressure na yung kalaban dito. Oh no. Stadodo's dead. Should be. What? Nasaan si Norbert? Didn't peek. Nako po.
Yup, pero
ayun na.
miss a lot of shots dun, and medyo napatagal pa kanya pag-frag, pero so far lamang na ulit ang ating outsiders. In terms of manpower now, it's all up to KST and Flit with this cut ng rotation with that 4-6.
Yeah, a bit late on that trade galing dito kay Norbert. He was just he was chilling dito sa may long doors natin. I think he was just making sure na walang nanggagaling dito sa middle area for FTW. Pero James with some movement. Ayun lang. Breaking the ankles of Stadodo. Pero Stadodo getting the kill anyways. Pero outsiders, nagkaroon na sila ng control sa mid at that point.
Yep, and another eco run tayo for the side of FTW. Full eco. USP is up. Norbert will be able to take down Diaz. And James just trying to land the shots. Oh my goodness, he got dinged. Pero eto na ang backup para kay Kuya mo Kikert. To take on 2 players, and Kikert will get the third one. Just outsiders farming the heads netong FTW. And Stadodo will have another AWP in his hands. They are slowly but surely getting back into the game. 1 lead na lang ang hinahawakan netong FTW natin, and outsiders looking for another momentum that they needed.
No, not the best scenario para dito sa FTW. Had such a good start dito sa ating game. Pero yun lang. It's like every round na nakuha dito ng FTW, nakabalik ng dalawa itong outsiders and the DS.
Masyadong aggressive dito pare. 2 players ang babantay dito, pero kay ST agad for the backup will be able to take down Fame. That's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade towards upper town's air, pero the timing, Kikert, Stadodo unscope, he swings, and KST gets fighted down dito by Flit. Pero somehow, he manages to get out alive. KST down to 47 HP, 1 minute and 12 seconds on the clock remaining. 4v4 situation, and the map control is being executed para sa ating outsiders. Tingnan mo naman, meron silang push out towards mid. Actually, no. Yung molotov ito ni Kuya mo Agile. Pero it's gonna be a 1-3 setup. This could be a good read coming in for the side of FTW dahil pag nag-push out netong A, medyo may hirapan makapasok ang ating outsiders. That's been a good molotov. Aros 12, masyadong aggressive dito. Pwede siya makot off guard. Ito ni Kuya mo Kikert, pero there you have it. Nakita na nga niya yung paa ni Kuya mo Aros 12 with that 3v4 situation. Smoke will be up towards the city spawn area natin. And 24 seconds on the clock remaining. Kikert needs to make some push here. Kaso nga hindi niya ata narinig yung footstep dito. Speaking of footsteps, Adil will be able to hear the footstep of Kikert and will be able to take him down. And KST, this is a good angle for him for this car area natin. And the wide swing from Flit. And may backup naman para kay Kuya Adil now. It's all up to James. 1v2 situation. 5 seconds on the clock. And it's not gonna work out for him. FTW again on the board. 7-5.
And yun. I mean, the B-take was not really the best decision para dito sa side ng Outsiders, to say the least. Agile with a really good play dito sa middle area natin, but at the same time, it was a really good push para mawala si Fame dito sa may tunnels area natin. That's the guy with the most utility para dito sa Outsiders. That could have been the setup for a fake para makabalik dito sila sa short, or just a full-on rush dito sa B. That could have been a quicker take para sana sa Outsiders kung hindi namatay dun si Fame. Pero yun lang, really good coordinated push galing dito sa FTW. Nilipat nila si Stadodo dito sa B side. That's gonna be a good read pag makakuha siya na isa dito.
Oh my goodness. Stadodo gets punished down, pero may 3 naman agad para kay Kuya mo Diaz with that 4v4 situation. And Diaz will be picking up this AWP. Pwede siya makot off by the Kuya mo Norbert. I don't know with the pop flash. And Norbert slowly makuha pa nga niya ata itong AK para kahit papano hindi magkaroon ng upgrade etong FTW natin. Pero so far, James trying to check towards this mid-air natin, and slowly but surely nakapag-push out na rin eto si Kuya mo Flit towards his A-short, and ang bababantay dito is gonna be KST with his MP9. What can he do against the AK? Here comes the Molotov, here comes the play, here comes the push, and KST trying to reposition himself to get a better advantage on this close range fight. Pero KST dito with the smoke, pero there you have it, the check from James is there, and Agile is the last one player to defend this A site on his own. Kailangan mag-antay for the backup, pero Kicker trying to hold the angle towards mid-air natin to try to cut the rotation. And Flit, you need to check this A short natin. 3 players ng ating FTW now lurking up as they will try to go for the side take. And James, what an angle from this guy, will be able to do one, and now the nade is going to do so much damage for the place nating Outsiders. Pero so far, it's all up to Aros 12. One top headshot will be able to take down 2 players, pero Kicker from behind will be able to finish him off.
Yeah. Ay na nga. I mean, this is the same theory na sinabi ko kanina. It's it's FTW gets 1, Outsiders get 2. Kasi nga, ayun nga, they just clean up their mistakes so quickly dito sa ating game. James, really good idea on that boost, pero a near miss, but really good off play galing sa kanya anyways. Good try galing dito kay Aros 12, but I think the numbers weren't adding up, and Kicker being middle the entire time really was the unexpected play galing sa kanila, and I like it. Forcing itong long control habang wala pang mga baril ang FTW. I think akala ko talaga FTW are gonna start to stack heavily dito sa long, no? Instead, ignoring na lang itong B-site. But I think yung read nila dito is this is gonna be a possible B-site rush. Pwede tayo makakuha ng mga ng mga quick kills bago sila makakuha ng setup dito. Pero long nga pala ang hanap dito ng Outsiders. I like it. Creating distance habang pangit pa yung baril dito ng FTW.
Yup, pero James tries to check every corner he can para ma-punish down kung sino man mag-a-asim pick for the side of FTW. What can CZ do against the AWP and the AK? Pero the Deagle have a high chance to get this one top headshot. James will try to anchor and try to support his teammate as they are trying to go for this A side take. Pero smoke will be pop. 3 players ng ating FTW na babatay towards A side natin, and Aros 12 needs this one top headshot, and Stadodo, oh my goodness, he gets spotted down dito, and Stadodo goes down just like that. 4v5 situation. Here comes the play for the side of Outsiders. Kunti-kunti na kasi nagkakaroon ng A-side push, A-side control, and Fame will be able to finish down Aros 12, and Diaz not hitting the shots that he needed. Pero so far, it's all up to Agile, and Norbert will be able to finish him off. A clean round for the side of Outsiders.
Yeah, I think Outsiders is cleaning up their act dito sa ating game, and I think if this goes 8-7 as well, then FTW is gonna keep that curse sa kanila, no? They've never had a lead pag end ng half natin, and this could be the same case if makakuha pa ng last round dito yung Outsiders, so that could really shatter their confidence going into this game. Pero nakatigil naman sila dito, nakascout dito si Stadodo, already tagging itong si James. But I think long is gonna be that exact same priority para dito sa Outsiders. That initial control, then maybe ilalagay nila si Kicker dito sa mid to look for something, pero long talaga yung hanap nila. Oh, nako po, DDS.
Oh my God! 2v3 situation.
Ay.
Hagil, oh my goodness, now
waiting.
KST. It's all for KST, man. With this Deagle, what can you do?
Oh no! What?
Managed to take some split, pero now 2v1, Kicker, 2 HP, sambal na lang siya dito. This still doable for KST actually. Pero wala siyang kit. He only have 1 flash to work with, and there you have it. Pick from James. We'll be able to finish him off.
And ayun na nga, the curse continues para dito sa FTW, my friend. And that's a tough one. That is a tough one to say the least. Natutuloy pa rin ang kanilang not having the lead with the half-third streak dito sa ating group stage, and now is still continuing with Outsiders picking up their act. Despite itong FTW, they had some really good plays, especially itong short, no? Yung magbe-bait yung isa, tapos si Dodo pala yung mag-wide swing dito para sa kanyang team. He's just that good with the op. But I think when it comes to the stable game talaga, when getting that long control and getting that initial mid control, no, yung Outsiders talaga yung nakakakuha dito sa ating game. And finally, after a lot of mistakes na nakita natin sa start ng ating half, at the end of it, Outsiders looking clean. Pagdating dito sa city side, which is what you don't want, pare, no? Kung kayo yung FTW, you don't want Outsiders heating up, and the people heating up as well are the same people na nakita natin last game. With the exception of Fame, I think si Fame, no, caught out lang talaga siya palagi. I think he's very unfortunate with the timing. Kaya siya yung nauuna na mamatay dito para sa kanyang team. Pero, ayun na nga, the rest of the squad, James 10 and 8, I think ramping up more dito sa ating game. Kickert 12 and 8, 14 and 11 para dito kay Norbert. Flit, a lot more quiet dito sa ating game, but I think that's just Dust 2 treating him less siguro no para dito sa Vertigo. I think Dust 2 is more of an open map, kaya mas madaming opportunities para dito sa FTW para gumawa ng play. And Flit, you know, parang I wouldn't say na to choke na siya, no, pero I think the bulk of frags na makikita natin galing dito kay Flit ay magkagaling sa city side, kasi he's more of that I wouldn't say siya yung mas anchorish type player, no, kasi nakita natin kanina dun sa Vertigo siya kayo una. No, siya yung una para sa kanyang team sa T-side. Pero pagdating naman sa city side, nakikita naman natin how much of an insane player when he plays aggressive itong si Flit.
Yep, tama nga dyan. And I think one of the reason din na nagkaroon ng momentum itong FTW natin by winning that pistol round sa ating first half, no. If only us Outsiders got that pistol round, that could have been a different story. And so far, FTW still trying to hold their grounds against Outsiders. Pero if ever man, kung sino manalo siguro ng pistol round dito sa ating second half, they will get the momentum that they needed and possibly stretching this one out into a map number 3 if they can replicate kung ano ginawa nila sa ating map number sa ating first half and do it more smoothly. There's a chance for the FTW to get a map win against Outsiders, pero so far Outsiders just waiting for Flit to go online, and it's a home run for them with a clean 2-0. Pero bago yung lahat, guys, this is still the official Filipino broadcast of ESL Pro League Season 16, brought to you by Lupon.xc, Falspar Gaming, The Army, and of course Rivalry. You can check out Rivalry.com, guys, and you can also use our promo code Lupon.xc for a bonus up to a $200. If you have any further questions about Rivalry.com, you can message our Facebook page, Falspar Gaming, and of course, subscribe na kayo sa ating YouTube channel na Falspar para laging updated sa mga CSGO action. And with that, looks like we are heading back into the game. Outsiders versus FTW. FTW looks like they want to push this one into a map number 3. Konti-konti na nga sila nabubuhayan ay nagkakaroon ng pag-asa, pero bawal matilt. Pag na-tilt, for sure that is going to be affecting your performance. And Outsiders leading by 1 round. 8-7 natin scoreline. Flit will try to hold towards this mid-air natin, pero James trying to anchor this A long area on his own bomb. is going to be picked up by Stadot, pero that's with the pop flash. Norbert, this is a good strat for him. Actually, trying to play it safe. Kasi mahirap na pag nabawasan kagad ng isa. Early pa lang ng ating pistol round. Pero looks like it's gonna be the A short push. Four players ng ating FTW now looking towards this A short natin. Pero it's gonna be a 3-man stack towards this A site. Stadodo will try to go for the entry. Actually, they only have one Molotov to work with to go for this entry. Kaso nga, it's gonna be the wrap around play. It's gonna be mid to be push. Fleet will be able to win one, pero that's with the pop flash. And KST will be able to win one. Fame will get the 2 frags. And now it's gonna be a 3v4 situation. Fame tried to hold this B side on his own. To be able... No, he got taken down. And now 2v2 situation. Agile will be able to somehow get some HP left down to 57. Kaso nga lang, Agile from this tunnel area natin, just doing so much damage for the FTW, and it's all up to James. 1v2 situation. Outsiders. This is the round that you needed, pero James not hitting the shots and he gets spotted down. Kailangan ng magandang crossfire setup. Wala siyang kit whatsoever. He needs to do it fast, and there you have it, Agile with the clean 3 frags, clutching it out for the FTW.
Inang, a really good push. Galing dito sa side ng FTW. Fame trying to hold it down dito sa B side. Pero yun lang, nalikuran na nga siya dito ni Mr. Agile. Meron pang isang kill dito sa may double doors. Thought they had the advantage with the distance considering Glock is not that good. Pagdating nga sa mga long fights natin, but double headshot really to seal the deal para dito sa FTW. And back to the tie we go. Oh!
Oh, the run and gun phase, that's gonna be working out for him. Kaso nga ng Flit, trying to get aggressive dito. May-take down niya nga kagad. Ito si Kuya Mostadolo with that lamang kagad sila in terms of manpower. And Flit will be able to pick up itong, actually meron pala siyang FAMAS. Pero the 3 players natin outsiders will only have the upgraded pistols, and the DS trying to check dito sa matic smoke natin with this Mach 10. Pero wala siyang may spatan whatsoever. No damage is being given for the outsiders. Now it's all up to the remaining 4 players ng FTW to make the play that they needed in order for them to get this round. Pero so far, ang ganda ng pinapakitang depensa ng ating outsiders. Nag-iisip yung FTW natin kung saan talaga sila mag-hold ng angles. Pero I think gusto nila i-push out etong mid to B. Aros 12 with the help of Diaz will try to execute this mid to be played. Let's go. Pop flash for you, Flit. Will be able to on the DS down. Pero KST nakalabas na agad siya towards tunnel air natin. Oh, time and time again nakalusot siya dito. Pero Agile with the help will be able to hit on Fame. Pero we'll check from Flit is there, and Norbert as well with that. Outsiders winning their eco round.
And that is where Flit is most dangerous, my friend. Bigyan mo lang siya ng rifle and make him make the play happen. Stadodo letting go of the scope too early. And yun lang. That one-man play galing kay Flit just turned the entire game around on its head, and outsiders na naman ng may lead dito. Oh, Stadodo trying to poke with the scout, pero kailangan niya maging careful dito. James is pretty quick on the trigger as well. So FTW, B-site na naman. I mean, B-site na naman ang hanap nila dito, but I think maybe it's the endpoint play, no? Lagay nila yung bomba sa kabilang side ng map, then execute B, then plan A, maybe?
Possible na mag-work out for side of FTW if they can execute it properly. Pero there you have it. Astadodo will be able to take down Flit, and Fame with the spray down will take down the Diaz. And 1-for-1 trade. Kailangan nilang i-defend etong B-site, pero the bomb is all the way to this tunnel air natin now. Outsiders losing the duel, losing the gunfight against FTW. That's with the nade for you. Sasaluin ko ng bumbo ni Stadodo sa ni Agile, pero the spray down from Kickert is not gonna do it. Oh my goodness, Keeper trying his luck through this wallbang 2v3 situation. Meron ng flank na mangyayari dito, and kailangan mag-ingat ni Kuya Mustador. Pero narinig niya yung footstep dito, and there you have it. Norbert will be able to take him down, and FTW somehow doing the damage, the economy damage sa outsiders, and Norbert again will be able to get on one
Now, 1v2 situation. It's all up to Agile. One shot, headshot, Deagle, and the Dream against the 2 players ng ating Outsiders. Consecutive na siya. Nauubusan ng bala dito and it's not gonna work out for him with that. The defuse is going to happen and another round tayo for the Outsiders.
I like the instant reaction galing dito kay Norbert, no? Knowing na it's gonna be next to impossible pag pumasok sila dito sa may double doors entrance side. So instead, nag-prioritize na lang siya pumunta dito sa may tunnels area, knowing na meron siyang advantage pagdating kay Stadodo, who is usually the one holding itong B tunnels natin, and a really good shot. Buti nga hindi siya na swigan dito ng AK, but I think it is a bit of hesitation from the side of FTW. You have to be more confident, especially pagdating sa mga ganun na situations. You have to take down the M4 player dito sa my tunnels. So you have the better fight dito sa side, and James finally takes the Dodo down dito sa suicide. And 4v5 a situation.
And Outsiders looking out to stretch their lead against FTW on their city side, and FTW, this is yung ibaan for these guys dahil this is potentially the last map of the series if Outsiders still wins this one out. Pero so far, Outsiders looking for a very comfortable lead, and Norbert, he gets dinked twice. And masyadong kumukulis si Aras-12 natin. Kaso nga lang, James is not going to hit that shot. Kickert na spot down niya. Etong isang player pa towards this long air natin. Pero with the pop flash for you. Oh my goodness, what a play. We'll take down 2 players. KST is doing it for the side of FTW now. 1v2 situation from a 1v4 na turn on pa nga niya. Kaso nga lang, the headshot is not going to hit. And with that, a good try for KST.
Yeah, good attempt galing dito kay KST. But that is a tougher finish to say the least. Para sa side nila. That hurts. Kung kaya yung FTW dito, you were so close with those digs para sa kanya, pero yun lang, did not work out in the end. Norbert Kickert holding it down dito sa site. Bit of an incident lang na dalawang namatay dito with that dig, but FTW is also good with those guns. Pero Fame, 30 HP na si Lodi natin with that double door shot.
Oh my goodness, the spray down is getting committed, pero 1-4-2 trade is going to happen for these both teams natin. Pero low on HP na rin naman. Eto si Kicker tsaka si Fame. And 4 players ng ating Outsiders. I think they will just go for this 4-man retake. Binigay na nila yung A site. Pero walang idea whatsoever ng FTW kung nasan ibang players ng ating Outsiders. Pero that's gonna be a good molotov for you. Pero James, actually that is a good position for him. Pwede mo-cut off pwede yung 3 players nating FTW dito if hindi sila mag-ingat dahil merong open. Actually, that's gonna be the nade. Frame and Diaz will try to go for this end pag natin ni Diaz. Naku po, Stadodo will be able to punch down. Ito si Fame pero 1-0 trade for this FTW natin. 40 seconds on the clock remaining. Looks like they now have the A side control and the wrap around play for James and Fleet all the way to this long air natin. Pero kailangan mag-ingat. Neto ni Stadodo. The flash gave it away. Na meron nagpa-flack dito. Pero Stadodo, managed to take on 1. May 3 naman agad. Para ko yung ma-fit now. It's all up to the Diaz. Alam niya na merong at least ang nandito sa may ating long natin. Pero Diaz, oh my goodness, spray down. Kaso nga lang, Fleet will be only getting tag.
Oof. Pretty close one, to say the least. Para dito sa side ng Outsiders, man. Medyo pinawisan sila doon sa situation na yun, considering it's Fleet with 15 HP yung natira dito. But really nice shot from Fleet. Oof. Even tong si Kickert was kind of salty about that. Sabi na, yeah, we should have had a cleaner round. To say the least, considering mas madami yung control na nakuha natin dito sa long. And the second timeout para dito sa FTW. 2 timeouts left para sa side nila. 4 rounds para dito sa Outsiders before it becomes a clean 2-0. Maybe another 16-8. Pwede nga natin makita dito sa ating game. Tignan mo naman. Economy para sa Outsiders is not as good as they want it to be. No? You know, last time nandito sila sa position na to, they had 10k, 13k, mga ganun. Pero ngayon, medyo mababa ang kanilang bank. So, not the best scenario for the end game dito ng Outsiders. Pero FTW Nakikita pa natin being able to buy into this game.
Yep, and 12 to 8. 4 rounds away ang ating Outsiders into closing out the series, and 4 rounds na rin naman ang ating FTW to tying it up. Pero the frag coming in for Agile will be able to take down Norburst, and Fame with the spray down with his Famas. I guess the AK is not gonna be working out for you with that 3v5 situation. Outsiders, they can still turn this around if they can execute it properly. Pero so far, mapapaisip sila kung saan talaga mag-push out yung players ng FTW. Sa dulo, just trying to hold their flank for this aggressive play if ever man. Uy, the timing for Flit. Pwede siya kumuha ng picks dito and pwede niya mapitas. And si Casey, kaso lang the shoulder, gets spotted down and Flit goes down. And the impatience from Outsider is not working out well for them. Kicker to one tap headshot kagad para ikuha mo kay ST, pero I'm not sure if alam niya na mayroong nagro-rotate towards this A side. Looks like it's gonna be the save for the Outsiders. Actually, first time ko makita na mag-save yung Outsiders after many rounds. And no choice na yung si James at si Kicker natin but to go for the save with this AWP and this M4. Pero FTW, they can't afford to lose a gun and they can't go for the sun.
I mean, Outsiders doing the mistake of FTW doon sa kanilang CT side dito, pushing into the enemy team, but I think they're trying to punish and provide more pressure para mawalan ng baril mga FTW members dito. But I think FTW kind of anticipating that out of the timeout. I think napansin ni coach. So, ayun nga, good note to have if ever. So I think the timeout was really high value here para dito sa FTW. So they're like, okay, do not push just yet. Wait for Outsiders to make a mistake. And then dun tayo pwede gumawa. And Outsiders, are they gonna do anything different? No, I think Outsiders maybe chill out a bit dito sa game natin. Just hold it down and the first timeout para dito sa Dust 2. I think nag-timeout ba sila sa Vertigo? I think once lang. I think 2 timeouts pa lang this entire series para dito sa Outsiders. I think it's just to recoup yung isip dito ng Outsiders kasi I think losing to FTW 12-9, kahit 3-point lead sila dito, I don't think they should be able to score as much points as they can dito sa half na to. Considering Outsiders, they like the CT side more. They should have more secure sites pagdating nga dito, but I think they're challenging too much yung mga napaka hindi importante na spots. I think A long, okay lang i-challenge yun. I think B, B medyo questionable kasi pwede ka lang umupo ng plat, wait for the flash to come in, and then hagis mo na yung molly, then the damage does come through. Pero yun nga, Outsiders, a lot of unnecessary plays that they're going for. I think timeout could really make that disappear. Pero James, that's what you need. That double smoke in mid, blocking yung suicide na vision dito. So, libreng kill para sa kanya.
Oh, Flit for the backup will be able to hit on one and katabi lang niya.
Oh, where yan?
Kuya mo KST, pero sama KST spraying out of nowhere, and now it's all up to Sadodo. Oh my goodness.
Oh, KST's lost in the sauce. No, yun lang. Flit, what a ninja player with that 5-7. Yun lang, hindi niya mahanap. Akala na nandun siya sa corner sa may door frame, pero yun din pala ang kanyang spot dito. James, look at this double smoke dito sa mid-men. Then, tignan mo, libreng nakakalabas si James dito, but a flash. Naku, nasan? Where is he at? Oh, nandun pala siya. Naku po, the 5-7. Out of nowhere.
Outsiders now 3 rounds away to close out the series. FTW, si Agile lang ang magkakaroon ng broken by dito. He will only have the eagle in his hands with full armor. Kaso nga lang that nade. Oh my goodness, sasalin to ng buong buo ni KSC tsaka ni Diaz.
Pero so far, no frag on the board for these both teams. Kailangan lang mag-antay netong outsiders natin to go for the play na gagawin netong FTW dahil hindi sila pwedeng mainip kagaya lang nga nangyari sa kanila 2 rounds ago. Oh my goodness, that nade just doing so much damage for the DS, and there you have it. Kikert will be able to finish him off. 4v5 situation. Aros 12 will try to get the frag that they needed. Actually, parang natatakot this time around FTW natin to go for this entry. Kikert with this smoke. And may info na sila kung nasaan yung one player natin outsiders dito. And with a spray down. Kaso nga lang, masyadong mataas yung spray natin ni Aros 12. The crosser was on the head, pero the spray is there above. And now Kikert, that's will bomb up for you. Aros 12 goes down. And may info na sila kung nasaan yung ibang players ng ating FTW with that 3v4 situation. KST Lonish na rin siya. Pero the bomb is going to be picked up. Finally, and James, 1 frag, 2 frag, will get third one, and Norbert will be able to finish them off with that 14-9.
Hindi na nga. 14-9 para dito sa Outsiders, and think they're just looking to close out itong game na to. James na naman, shining star with that AWP, but at the same time, Kikert kind of counting his stars dito sa counting his stars dito sa ating short area na hindi siya namatay dun sa run and gun spray ni Boss Arrows. And ayun na nga, Norbert, everyone's pretty clean para sa side ng Outsiders outside of that timeout. I think may nakita talaga silang isang mali dito, which is yun nga, they're going for unnecessary plays that they don't have to go for, and sure ball na lang yung hinahanap nila dito.
Oh my goodness. 1-for-1 trade, pero Jamie is here to finish them off. Will take down to 2 frags. That's gonna be the wall bang headshot, and off late will be able to run Ideal now. It's all up to Stado to try to land the shot, and it's not gonna be working out for him with that 15-9. 1 round away into closing out the series. Outsiders, just pure dominance performance coming against FTW.
And ito na nga. Slowly but surely, Outsiders finally get their 2-0 dito sa ating series, but still quite the healthy buy para dito sa FTW. So, comeback definitely possible if they do get the right picks at the right time. Flit, nabiktima na naman ng leg dito.
Diaz with a spray down. Kailangan ng control nito, and matatag down pa nga niya ito si Kikert down to 10 HP, pero may trade naman agad para kay kuya mo Norbert. Norbert is just doing insane plays right now. 22 frags on the board. Pero 4v4 situation pa rin tayo kahit papaano. Although 2 players nating Outsiders low on HP. Flit will try to go for this pop flash play. And Norbert gets taken down instantly by this spray. Neto ni Kuya mo Agile with that 3v4 situation. Si Diaz nakalusot na nga siya towards air air natin. That's gonna be Molotov to try to flash out and try to lay the retake ng ating Outsiders. Pero Outsiders, they have enough economy to go for this retake if they want. Pero mukhang hindi na nila i-risk na mawalan sila ng baril.
Ito na nga. They hold on dito sa ating game. Another, I wouldn't say unnecessary. I think long is pretty valid to go for kung kayo yung Outsiders dito. But at the same time, I was waiting for yung support. Pero yun pala, nakahawak ng flash dito si Norbert kaya hindi siya nakabaril agad sa mga players na nagpupush dito sa long. And yun na nga, FTW, they hold on dito sa ating game and make the lead only 5. But still, that's 5 more chances para sa Outsiders para tapusin ang game na to. And looking at their economy, James, may pang-up pa nga siya going into the next round, but their economy not gonna be low until one more round or one more buy para dito sa FTW. So they have to deal with 2 more gun rounds dito, 2 more perfect rounds that they have to go for. And, you know, that's the challenge para dito sa FTW.
15-10 ang ating scoreline. FTW still have enough economy to go for the buy. Pero full utility naman sila kahit papaano. Kailangan nilang ingatan and execute properly yung kanilang entry sa mga site. Pero Outsiders, time and time again, masyado sila naging impatient to finish out this series.
And they are getting punished down netong FTW players natin. Pero so far, James will still have the AWP in his hands. Smoke will be popped. Oh, a good deny. Para kay Flit. And Aros 12 will try to push out towards his mid natin. And Flit, tingnan natin kung makakapilas nga ba siya ng isa. 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock remaining. Still, Aros 12 will finally go for the smoke. Oh my goodness, what a nade. Sasalin to ni Aros 12 down to 46 HP. Pero so far, healthy pa rin naman yung remaining 4 players dito. Here goes the run boost. Si Diaz, wala siyang maispatan whatsoever. Pero Kicker will be able to finish him down. And now, 1-for-1 trade. Flit. The last man defender towards his A-site natin. And Fame will be denying the rotation neto ni Kuya Mukayes. Still mo atang this is it for the side of FTW 2v4 situation. James, masyadong maingay yung full set yun sa Dodo and mag-i-scope ka pa. We get a second one. Yes, he will. And with that, Outsiders sweeping the floor of FTW with a clean 2-0.
Yun na nga. Clean 2-0 para dito sa side ng Outsiders. Thus, 2 was left a lot more than desired. Para dito sa side ng Outsiders, FTW looked distraught, but at the same time, you're going up against a team that already has a win dito sa ating group stage, and not just any win, a win over Berlin International Gaming. So, that's already pretty good record para dito sa side ng Outsiders going into Pro League. And 2-0. Dito sa ating group stage, next na kalaban ng Outsiders dito is gonna be the big one. Is gonna be FaZe. And FTW yet to have found a win dito sa ating series. Maybe they will sa next one, no? If G2 chokes really hard, man, G2 hater talaga ako. If G2 chokes really hard, then maybe. Yung pa no, the third game curse. The third game curse, pare. So natalo sila first 2 series, 0-2, 0-2. Baka dun sa third game, the last place team maybe gets a win doon sa team na kalaban nila doon. Pero titignan pa natin kung totoo ang curse na yun in next day? No, in 2 days. Nakikita pa natin yun. Pero yun nga, that is it para sa series natin, bro. I mean, there's not much else to say other than yung rivalry MVP pala. It's probably Flit. Diba? Direct.
Feeling ko si Flit din yun. Split popping up sa ating map 1 and map 2. And dominance performance talaga for the Outsiders. And ayun, I think while we're waiting for our MVP, meron pa tayong 2 series for tonight. Big versus G2, after that FaZe versus MIBR. And kung ako sa inyo guys, please do follow our Facebook page, Fosfar Gaming. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fosfar Gaming, para laging updated sa mga CSGO action natin. And yeah, I think nothing much to say for FTW. Ganun talaga. Underperforming sila coming into this Pro League. Pero binyagan talaga eh. Pagka makakatawat mo itong pagbaguhan ka pa lang sa ating Tier 1 scene.
Yeah. Happens. MVP? You know, Flit, right?
We have our MVP brought to you by Rivalry.
Flit. Ano yung score niya? 45 and 26. If I'm not mistaken, yung kanyang overall score dito sa ating game. Pretty good series from him. I mean, Flit. I remember nung medyo bago-bago pa siya dito sa ating Outsiders when they were still, at the old org na meron sila doon. Medyo, he was still trying to keep up. And he was trying to play another role na ayaw na yata. Pero ngayon, I think he has more control dito sa ating team. And we are seeing him improve by quite a lot. I think yun yung bet na kinukuha mo when you're getting a really young player. And it seems like itong si Flit is finally peaking at the right time dito sa Pro League.
Yep. And with that, thank you guys for watching. This is it for us. Kami, ang nakasama for the series. Ako Plus Ventus. And I'm with Boss Sneaky. Meron pa tayong series for tonight, so don't go away. Fosfar Gaming. We'll be right back.
So with Group B, if FaZe and G2 show up in good form, it's going to become a battle for third place. And among the remaining teams, there's not going to be a lot of room for mistakes. It's very, very slim margins here. Assuming that the two big favorites of Group B show up looking good, it really will be a hotly contested battle to see who gets that last remaining slot.
FaZe Clan have had an incredible year, it has to be said. A team not known for their consistency throughout the years, lots of lineup changes, but finally this is the roster that seems like it's going to be worth its weight in gold. Picking up 4 major trophies this year, including the major itself. They're looking red hot and presumably going to continue that form going into Season 16 of Pro League.
G2 as a team have always had pretty much all the pieces to be a title contender. They have a fast, flashy AWPer in Monacy. They have 2 of the best rifling talents in the game who just so happen to be cousins. And then they have, as of now, this really nice, complete supportive element in JKS. It's going to be interesting to see if HooXi can get back to the kind of form we knew from Copenhagen Flames. I think that's going to be a big part of it, right? And that's what's most intriguing about G2. It feels like a team that is so found that golden 5 combination yet, and they're hoping that HooXi can be that missing piece of the puzzle from the leading side of things.
Outsiders are an interesting one because they've been an amazingly strong team for the last couple of years, but they have lost some of their shining stars. What does that say about the future of the squad going forward now? It is Pro League, anything can happen, but I'm not sure they're going to be reliving the former glory they once saw.
For the win, are the first Portuguese team to have made it to EPL. Stododo, this will be the second time he's had like this moniker put by him. The first actually being back at the RMR when his previous team SOAR were nearly the first Portuguese team to make the major. And so now Stododo, under a different team with different teammates, is going to have his chance at revenge versus the team that robbed him of that major opportunity. MIBR is super interesting because they've recently cut Cello. He's gone on to join Imperial. This has led to a couple of role swaps and adjustments within the team. Gonna be interesting to see if that benefits or is a detriment to the team, because if Henny's on form, then this MIBR squad really could look to do some damage. So Big recently underwent the roster move of swapping Keto back in for Tizian, and so I'm expecting big things. I think finally as well we have this is the 5-man unit they want to move forward for, and so I think this is where we could have the big redemption arc. They're probably my favorite team to slip into that 3rd slot that I talk about being left over within Group B.
If Group B is anything like Group A, this is what Pro League's all about for me. It's the upsets, it's the storyline, the romance of some of the defeats that happen, and also as well just getting to know the teams on a more intimate level. Like there's a lot of teams we haven't seen since the player break, and we're going to get cast a lot of their games, understand their map pools, their strengths and weaknesses, and how that develops as Pro League goes on.
Thinking, moving, touching, and well, all of the other things, all of the other pieces that you need to compete in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Welcome back to CS Psychology 101. Today, we're going to be going over a very important subject. XXX Heyman 420. In 2012, he had a 4K 1D clip that really was overly edited by an equally talented friend. Now accumulating only, and I mean only, 1,372 views over 8 years. The taste of success that followed led to the creation of the monster that we now know as the Movie Fragger.
Clip it, baby. This one is going viral. Top 3 Reddit easy. ZaiWu, ZaiHu, more like it. Check out this shit.
Oh, don't you worry, Movie Fragger. We are definitely watching. In fact, we'll just start on the appearance. We'll note that the cap is backwards, albeit he doesn't have a headset on, but don't let that sway you from the idea that this guy means business. Oh, is it serious business?
Yeah, we can edit that out. It's all right.
Some general traits about the gameplay can be observed, such as the famous buy an op and then use the deagle. Take this example, where an ordinary player may see